Welcome in, welcome in. Let's get a setting done here. Fluid. There we go. It is podcast night. Welcome in, Critter. First one in. Way to go, buddy. Thump Candy, welcome in. Second guy here. Brasher. Get this thing started tonight. I'm super excited. As usual, ready to get this thing going. Thank you. Made a little post earlier trying to remind everybody it is tonight. So, got the giveaways as usual. First lady here, Holly. Trying to get off in time to catch some of this one. I appreciate that, man. I know you've been nose to the grindstone here lately, so. Road Cone. What's up, Glenn? Welcome in, everybody. We know who's tonight. Jm Jigs. It's still daylight out, so it's kind of throwing me off, but hey, Sage. We'll have, appreciate the guest, Thump Candy. New to fishing, you're in the right spot. You're about to meet a bunch of bait makers. They'll be in the chat. We're also going to do an interview with one single bait maker. That's going to be Jm Jigs. So feel free to ask questions down here, Glenn. Lots of bait makers. You got Thump Candy, Holly, Road Cone, Critters is in here. Just about everybody in here. Brasher, Innovative's in here. And the man of the hour, Jm Jigs, is in here. Welcome in, Innovative. Hope things are going well for you. Big Kool-Aid. Welcome. Tonight is Jm Jigs. Whenever he's ready, he'll request in. We'll get him up here. As you all know, we will not start till 7. I like to start right at 7. Let everybody get a chance to get in here. Good. I'm glad to hear it. You guys should be on the fish down there. We are getting snow today. We are getting snow today. So, did they change the way it goes again? Welcome in, JM.
What's up, brother?
Let me get it half and half here. Give me just a second, guys. I don't understand. The grid. There we go. That's better. But, like I said, we always start at 7. I always let the guests come in whenever they're ready, but we won't start the interview till 7, but this will be the man of the hour, Jm Jigs.
Yay! Yay!
I can't believe we're getting snow.
I got my mask ready and it talks with me now.
Dude, that's freaking awesome.
Should I show it now? Because I really don't want to wear it the whole podcast.
You can do whatever you want, man.
Ready? Yeah, here we go.
Look at that thing, though. What do you mean?
That thing, it's sick. Because when you start screaming,
dude, that's great, though.
I gotta mess with it because I want to black out the eyes and do some more work to it. So
yeah.
That thing's sweet.
You ain't got to wear it the whole time, but you got to put it back on at 7.
Yeah.
At 7 o'clock.
We should have it so, like, you know how Alex the Terrible walks out? You are now listening to. I was telling my wife I need that and be like, roar.
Holly's giving the.
Yep.
Dude, that mask is awesome, though. I love it.
Oh, I've got some plans for it.
My
I've already
wife was
had like
asking me, she's like, is he going to wear it the whole time? I'm like, I don't know.
I kind of just mocked up the band on the back because I printed the clips to clip it in, and you're
Yeah.
supposed to be able to use the bands. Let me put that away, and then up top as well. But the only problem is with me packaging all these lures, I lost them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I think I
Well,
only have white filament in the printer now, so I don't feel like having to switch it all over to gold again.
yeah.
But
Well, I know you like your vape, but just if you're gonna hit it, just do it off to the side.
oh no, yeah, it's off to the side already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see me every once in a while. I'll hit mine, but I try not to.
You know, you see me go like this. Woo.
That's right.
Yep.
No, man, I'm stoked for tonight. I got some good questions for you.
Oh man. Oh God.
I think the conversation's going to kind of carry itself, but we'll get down to the questions. Sometimes the interviews go a little quicker. It just depends, you know. If we stay right on the questions, it goes a little quicker. If the conversation just flows, I just
keep it rolling.
What's up, Ron? MCA.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome in. Welcome in.
Oh, there's my wife.
Where? I didn't see her.
Kayla with the books, because she's like, she does the book talks.
Ah, Kayla with the books. Welcome in, Kayla. Doe Run Customs, welcome in. Yeah, buddy. We'll get started right at 7, and other than that, we'll just BS and we'll go from there. I know there's some rumor about a big giveaway, so
there she is.
I see her down there.
Yep.
I told her I've been pumped to get the boat out, and I've done a little bit of fishing. It's been super windy, and I'm like, man, as soon as this wind dies down, I'm gonna hit it hard, and it is snowing. Not enough to really accumulate, but
I got my boat uncovered, and there's like 6 inches of water in it.
Oh,
so that's good though, because that means there's no holes in it.
Well, this is true. The wind was so strong. I have the John boat outside, and I have it up on, like, the back wheels are on wood and the front wheels on wood, so it doesn't sink into the ground and make the tires worse. And it blew the front of the boat off the wood stand.
Oh wow!
And so I had to go out there and mess with that today.
Yeah, see, I got mine in like the side of my garage. My C10 that I'm building is outside under the carport, because inside my garage during the wintertime I was doing the European mounts for the deer skulls and stuff.
Yep.
Now, obviously, my wife don't want me cutting deer skulls apart on the front porch.
Chipper says you guys could have done this in person.
We really could have. We should have thought about that.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and JM met up. We actually finally got to meet down at the JDM show. Chippers was there, and S&J, and Critters Customs, and
Wicked and Wesley were there.
Truck Money, Wicked, and Wesley, and
Papa Woody.
King, Papa Woody. Pig Jigs was there. J Bros. There was a lot of people there, and if I'm forgetting you, don't be too mad at me, but there was a lot of people there. How was that show? The show, of course, I went down to the Columbus Expo, which is a national expo, so it was 3 to 4 times the size of that show. But the show was good. There was a lot of good bait makers there that we all know, and there was a lot of good bait makers in general over there. So
there was a lot of bait makers there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did some giveaways, so all you had to do was pay to get in the door, and you got 3 tickets to throw in a bucket. They were giving away trolling motor safe, a fishing trip, and kayaks, and I did not win.
A guided salmon trip, right? Yeah.
I did not win. JM did not win.
Nope.
My fishing buddy Dan did not win. I watched it live on Facebook.
If I won, I was going to have to drop the kayak off at your house. So I don't know if I would have made that all the way back to New York on the roof of the car without my my stuff for the top of that thing.
Just leave this here. I'll be back to fish, and then I'll take it home with me.
That's what we'll do. That'll just be like a permanent weekend vacation spot for me,
Yeah.
you know?
What's up, Wit?
Outsiders.
We're getting close. We got about 6 minutes, and we'll get started, guys. But definitely going to be Jm Jigs tonight. He's going to do a giveaway. Pretty Lures is going to do their giveaway as always. I'll have my moderators in here. Can't do it without these moderators. They help out a lot, and you know, sometimes it's unseen to even me. I'm concentrating on the interview and making this interesting for everybody. So.
And make sure you guys share this out too, because this is a pretty good giveaway.
Yeah.
I keep looking at it. It's sitting here. I don't know if I want to, you know, I don't know if I want to get rid of it, but it's nice.
Gabe says he needs to talk to me after the show. All right. If it's not tonight, it'll be tomorrow. Sometimes after the show, it's late and I hit the bed.
I heard the classic show was awesome from what I've seen. Doe Run.
I'd like to get one of those bigger shows, but
oh yeah, I'd like to go. That'd be a cool trip because where it is, it'd be a cool little vacation too. You know.
Sims with the gift.
Thank you, Sims. I feel like I keep like bugging out because I'm looking up towards my camera.
I know. We got 36 people in here already. The likes are going up. The people are coming in. This is going to be a great one. We'll get Jm Jigs. We'll get to learn a lot more about him. Appreciate the hearts. And just be good general conversation. You know how it goes. And then eventually we'll get to the chat. We'll let you guys ask some questions. Sometimes I get to all my questions. Sometimes I don't. So if there's something you guys want to know, save it for the end. I'll let you know when we're going to open it up to the chat.
My wife's not allowed to ask questions.
Huh?
My wife's not allowed to ask questions in the chat.
Yes, she is.
Yeah. When are you going to stop buying lures? No.
Yeah, I think the toughest part of the podcast is doing she said I do what I want. Toughest part of the podcast is the end, trying to get to all the questions, you know?
Oh, yeah.
They come in fast, so we try to get to them all. I know some people get missed, and I do apologize about that, but...
Yeah, I'm trying to read the chat at the same time, too, you know?
What up, Spider Monkey?
What's up, Spider?
Miss Chipper, Walleye Guy.
My better. I don't feel like I'm looking up at things now.
I always have to have mine up, so I'm looking up a little bit. Otherwise, I keep fading out my background. So,
yeah, that if not, then you get those weird angles too. Like, you know, I'm a big guy. I don't want the bottom up.
Look at that.
Oh,
that is cool. Thank you, Miss Chipper. The park.
Please ask disturbing questions. Oh God, Swamp.
He's going to get all the questions. There's a lot to know about JM, guys. If you follow him, you know he's got his hands in a little bit of everything. If you don't follow him, make sure you get him a follow. And we'll talk about everywhere you can do so. Look at the tiny Diney. Appreciate that, Chipper. Yeah, he's got his hands in a little bit of everything. So
my sister's in here now too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, welcome in, sister.
Yes, my sister is Kayla and my wife is Kayla. Two different Kaylas, guys.
Okay. That works. 6:58. We're getting close. I know, right?
Yeah.
I still get worked up before every podcast usually about 5 minutes before I start it up at 6:45. I start to pace around and stuff. And
oh yeah, yep. I was sitting, got home, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'm nervous.
Yeah, right. Look at that! It is St. Patty's Day.
Thank you, Miss Chipper.
I
should have worn my St. Patty's hat too, man. I think
Yeah.
that's illegal, Joe. No, it's not, Swamp.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you all for tuning in. It is 6:59. We will get started here in just a second. I'm excited. I'm ready. I know JM's excited. I know everybody else is excited. Whoa, look at that one from Critters Customs.
Thank you, critters.
The dinosaur. You guys are always sending up those big gifts. I greatly appreciate it.
I rarely go live, so I barely even see them gifts half the time.
We are 6:59. I am sure by the time I get done with the introductions, it will be time to go. It is now 7 o'clock. You guys know what time it is. I'm excited. You're excited. Welcome to the podcast. I am Uncle Corey with Uncle Corey's Custom Lures. Welcome in all my nieces and nephews. The podcast. You can find us right here, and you can also find us on YouTube at The Podcast 2025. This is Jm Jigs. He is the man of the night. We are going to do some introductions with him and figure out where exactly you can find him. I'd like to get that done first so you guys know where to look for everybody. The podcast is sponsored by Pretty Lures. For all your bait making needs, go over and check out Pretty Lures. They do a giveaway with the podcast every night, and we greatly appreciate that. You can get everything. If you're a tire, you can get your stuff over there. From the real small jigs with all the bucktails and the Chanels and all that stuff. You can get all that over there. If you're a bass jig tire, you like to do the bigger ones with all the skirts, stuff like that, you can get that over there. You can get all your hooks over there. Absolutely everything to do with bait making. And I know they're getting into plastics. It is coming. They are growing fast. Give them a little bit of time and they will get there. Like I said, you can find me over on the YT page, and you can watch all previous episodes at The Podcast 2025. You can also find Pretty Lures over there. And JM, at the end of the show, we are going to do some giveaways. I always say the end of the show, but you know how it goes. We may do it at any point in time. Save your questions for the end. We will open up the chat and we will let you ask all your questions. So you have a YT channel as well.
Yes, I do. Yep.
So
YT is JM Jigs. I think it may even be JM Jigs Custom Tackle, I believe.
Okay.
I have YT, I have IG, which is same thing, JM Jigs. And then there is a Facebook page, but I kind of don't post a lot on the main Facebook page, just my personal page.
Yeah.
So
I always forget to mention that. All of everybody, I think, started over on Facebook, and now we're over here. So you can find everybody over there as well. So
I do want to start doing more stuff over there too. It's just trying to see what you can mix in with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, I do have a lot of friends that stay more on Facebook than TikTok. You know, some of them, I mean, I even just see my mom drop in here. I didn't even know she had TikTok.
We're getting a whole family over here.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You're definitely a popular guy. I know a lot of us know who you are, but a lot of people don't. So we're going to get them to know you a little better. And we're going to start with what state are you out of?
New York.
Out of New York.
Yep. I'm about 2 hours out of New York City. So they consider it the Hudson Valley or upstate New York, where it's really not upstate. Well, there's my dad now.
Mr. Josie.
Break mom up for a baby pig. Do you see pictures of me with hair? That'd be hilarious.
Pictures of you with hair, we wouldn't know who you were.
I did have some long hair too. Yep.
So you're out of New York, and I know Bubba and Bear, and there's quite a few guys up there in New York. You get together with them and do some fishing, stuff like that?
Got together with Bubba last year for a little friendly tournament we did with some people. I got to meet Bubba for the first time, besides being here on TikTok talking to everybody. And then got to meet TRS with Bubba and a couple of his, fishing buddies from up there. So
Yeah.
And then I've never got to meet Bear yet. I wanted to get up there to go ice fishing this year, but
Yeah.
after we got like 20 inches of snow, I was not trying to pull my sled through that. So
That's what snowshoes are for, brother.
yeah, I don't got those. I got boots.
Couple
Boots are like you see in Hey Dudes.
tennis rackets, and duct tape, man. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yep. I
Uh,
think I'd get someone would die laughing at me doing that.
so why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like maybe what you do for work, or is bait making your full-time thing?
I wish it could be my full time thing. I mean, I'd like it to be, but during the day, I'm in construction. I'm a glazier, so I've been doing it now for I want to say like 15 to 18 years.
Oh, wow.
I've had a couple stints where I've walked away from it and tried something different to try to get away from it.
Yeah.
But so I work with glass. I cut glass. I build storefronts. I'm our shop's main and lead fabricator. So everything you see in front of a glass building, I build it.
Yeah.
I kind of inherited it from my father. He's been working with glass ever since I was a young little kid and stepped into it. I mean, not right out of high school. I painted cars for 2 years out of high school. That's what I really liked doing. And then the glass shop gave me a call and said, hey, we need someone who knows and has a little bit of experience. Do you want to come down? And I kind of just whoop, and they offer me more money, of course.
That's what we all do it for, right?
So yeah, I've been in and out of there a couple times. Like I said, I've took a couple stints away to try to live a little different and get away from it to see what it was like. And I always ended up back there.
Sure.
So
It pays the bills, right?
oh yeah, and it's fun to be able to drive past something and be like, hey, I built that. You know what I mean?
I do. Exactly. Exactly.
So,
So you like to get into the glass making, and I know you do a lot of other stuff.
oh yeah.
So as far as the family life, we know you're not a single guy. We just
Nope.
called out that your wife's down in the chat. So
Yep.
you're married, and you own a home. You live up in New York.
Yep.
And as far as kids, do you have any kids that might be interested in what you're doing?
My son does show. Well, so we have 5 kids. So we
Okay.
are a blended family. Long story short, me and my wife were high school sweethearts that broke apart, found others, got married, had kids, and then went through our divorces almost at the exact same time without knowing it. And
Okay.
then kind of rekindled, and now it's just been us, you know?
Yeah.
So I have 2 kids. I have a boy and a girl. She has 2 kids, a boy and a girl. And then we also have little Joe, which is our little guy now.
That's
So
great.
he's going to turn 2 on the 23rd, so a couple days, 6 days.
A Hallmark movie, Sim says. Yeah. Hey, it's amazing how, life in general in terms of events can lead things to where they go. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
think people say it a lot, like you guys knew each other when you were younger, completely went separate ways, and now you're back together.
Yep.
Sometimes life has a way of making sure you go do the things you're supposed to do before you get to things that maybe you want or need.
Yep. Go through the worst. So I'm not going to say the worst, but go through the bad to get to the good.
Well, those life lessons, right?
Yeah, yep.
Those trials and tribulations to let you know, hey, that is where I want to be.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Yeah.
It definitely happens. So, how long have you been painting? We'll say, how long have you been painting in general? So,
I picked up, I mean, if we're going to talk about like painting,
yeah.
when I was still in high school, I had a good friend of mine who I built cars, and we always built, JDM Hondas, and we built them, painted them, did everything in his garage. So I want to say I was picking up at least a spray gun when I was like 14 or 15. I didn't even have my license or permit yet.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I mean, I was helping him paint. His father owned a body shop that was local. I mean, literally 5 minutes down the road from my house. And I'd go there and we'd be swapping motors, shaving door handles when shaving moldings was a big thing, painting cars. So I want to say since I was like 14 or 15, I'm 39 now. So,
So when did you pick up the actual painting of baits, the hard baits?
picking up last year, I started actually right around this time. If you go back on my TikTok and go like deep dive back in there, it probably was right around this time last year where I started painting lures. My wife bought me a paint your own lure kit for Christmas, like one of the ones you could buy off of Amazon. It was like a
Yeah.
smorgasbord of all different types of blanks. And she's like, I was tying crappy jigs and flies and doing my little ice fishing jigs. She's like, why don't you give this a shot? And I had an airbrush for painting, like, see the RC car bodies up here. I
Yes.
was big into RC at one time, so I would paint
Okay.
RC car bodies for everybody. And she said, "Try this," and I picked up the airbrush and started painting them, and it's just been boom since then.
So we can thank your wife for getting you a paint your own. Oh, look at that hat. That's cool.
Yep, that's the hat I needed right there for today.
A paint your own lure kit,
Yep,
and
and it
the
kicked it all off.
painting from JM had begun from
Yep.
there on out. You were hooked. So was there? So it was her that got you the first paint kit, but was there specific somebody you were watching, or were you a part of the fishing TikTok community to begin with?
I guess I could say I was more on like the fishing TikTok because I was doing like like anyone else when you first get into things, you're starting to research stuff. And TikTok at when I started it last year, even doing the ice fishing jigs, was seeing everyone doing different things, and it like brings your mind to looking at something different. That's
Yeah.
the glory of TikTok,
Yeah.
is seeing something everyone else does. So like I could have followed, say, like ice fishing, frostbite rods, and seeing their spoons and their little rattle traps and lipless baits and stuff they had,
Yeah.
and be like, wow, those are awesome. And that's kind of went boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got green on Sims. Hold on. There's some underneath there, but
This is green.
yeah. But seeing everyone do stuff, and it kind of went from, I want to say, just watching people to
Yeah.
actually doing it. And then once I started doing those first couple I bought, then you take the deep dive, and then you're trying to see what everyone else is doing, and then you're trying to see what you step into. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And
Yes.
and you never know where it leads you. And it led me to some awesome guys that, I painted it. I was off to the side, hiding in the back a little bit, just watching people. And then,
Yeah.
one day Bubba reached out to me and was like, "Hey man, like, you do awesome work. You got to jump in and sell some stuff." And I mean, I think you were there the first time I auctioned.
I 100% was. I remember
Yeah.
either I was in it live, or, me and Bubba actually talk on the phone, and he's like, "Hey, I met this guy. His name's JM, and he's an excellent painter." And I had no idea you had such an extensive background
Yeah.
in painting in general, which proves right. I mean, your baits are phenomenal, and every time I see one, it's just getting better and better, and you're progressing super fast.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it stands true that people with an artistic background do progress a lot faster. I come from no artistic background. I just picked it up, but I was in the first conversation of you coming into the
Oh, yeah.
auctions, and man, I was all for it. And then I seen some of your work in the very beginning, and I was like, man, he's good.
Thank you. A lot of the whole artistic stuff comes from my mom. She's in there somewhere down there. But
Okay.
as I was a kid, it was like, we always did arts and crafts and drawing, and I always had like a knack for, pencil drawings and coloring and doing stuff I tattooed for 5 years
Okay.
at a full tattoo shop, and deep dived into that for a little while.
Wow. So I actually got the pleasure of meeting you and your small family, your wife and everything. And we did talk a little bit about that. So you kind of have an array background as far as that goes,
Oh yeah.
You said you've done a lot of different hobbies, and you excel at them. And after speaking with your wife some, you excel at them and you get extremely good, and then almost
I kind of plateau
Boredom.
and kind of walk away from. And this
Almost
is
boredom. Yeah.
this is one thing though, and my wife has said it that has stuck. I mean, I've always fished from fishing with my father years ago, my grandfather, everyone,
Yeah.
we fished weekends, summertime and stuff like that. So I always had fishing and always enjoyed fishing. And
Yeah.
then once it stepped into making, painting lures, it's kind of like, I don't know if you ever think like you got to try to, not saying it's my calling, but trying to find something you really actually enjoy. Like, I don't get bored and tired of doing this. Like the RC car bodies, I don't know, maybe if it became too much and I was like, oh, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, an RC car body isn't tiny. Like I was doing the 1/10 drag bodies, which are huge,
Sure.
you know,
Sure.
to where I don't know if I became overwhelmed with it, and that's what kind of pushed me away from stuff. But I mean, I used to race RC cars too, but that's a big. You want to get into spending some money, they drop a new chassis every couple months, and that's $400.
Well,
You know,
is it, and answer this for me, is it um, more challenging to be painting the lures or the RC car
I
body?
think the lures, because you're putting detail into a smaller item.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A smaller blank. Doing a much it's difficult points in painting RC car body because everything's backwards. You can't
Mhm.
paint it as you're painting a lure or painting as you're doing a painting. Really, you got to start. You got to go from black to your lightest compared to
Mhm.
what we would do sometimes.
Mhm.
And it. I mean, there's times where it's challenging with the blade trying to cut out your patterns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst. The worst I think of that. But I think trying to pack as much detail as all of us do into these little lure blanks is a chore and a work on its own almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody can go ahead and not saying anybody can go ahead and do it, but you could put one color on a bait and put a color over top of it and call it cool.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I want to try to go that little step further and try to hide stuff in things.
I
you
think you
know?
start to get into that fact for someone with the abilities that you're finding is, we always say, hey, what's tougher, natural or wild and bright and way out there? And I think the challenge for you is going from packing all this stuff into let's go nice and simple.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's just do a 2-color fade, put
yep.
some orange throat on it and call it a day. I have a feeling that JM sees it and goes, yeah, but it'd look good if I did
Yep.
this little bit
Yep.
more.
I can go ahead and I could be scrolling through saying Tackle Warehouse, and I buy lure. I mean, everyone knows in here too. I purchase lures from everyone in here. I go out and I have my vices from main big companies like 6 Sense and stuff like that I like to have, and I'll
Yeah.
stare at one of their lures and I'm like, I'm gonna paint it just the way they have, and I never do it. It always comes out completely different. I got some whole other color into it to where like, man, I should add this. I think it'll look better.
Yeah. So that's going to lead me into a question here. So, what would be your favorite bait to paint?
That's a tough one. Maybe I can whittle it down to two:
Okay.
the double take and the wee shad.
Okay.
Don't know what it is about painting the double take, and I don't know what it is about painting the wee shad. When I
Okay.
order them, I order and I stock up. I mean, one of them whole drawers up there is full of wee shads.
So, is it the space that you get to do design, maybe? Because those are the double take definitely is a little bigger than the wee shad. You get a little more space on it, but the wee shad for most is you have that space to do
Yeah,
things with.
yeah. I mean, I think because when I do a wee shad, sometimes I don't just do the wee shad. I do a 2.5 or a 1.5 a square bill along with it to see what
Yep.
I could do. But you can do some crazy work onto a larger bait, but packing it into the smaller baits, that's where it becomes fun, you know?
Well, you start to really see what happens when you layer color.
Yep.
So you're trying to pack all this stuff into this little spot. It starts to overlap. And when it starts to do that overlapping, you're like, wait a minute, I didn't know it would do that.
Yep. Yep. Oh
I
wow,
want
that
to
brought that
overlap the
out.
whole thing now and then put something else over it. So
Exactly.
there's more of that rabbit hole that we keep talking about.
Yep.
And then the rabbit hole becomes the paints, right?
Yep.
You have all the transparents. Now you want all the pearlized. Now you want all the color shift. Now you want
Then you
all
want all
the
the candies.
you want all the candies. You want you could go on and on with how many colors there are. And it's not just the colors in general, you know, there's not one color of red, right?
Oh yeah.
There's
Yep.
there's
Multiple
several
different
colors
versions
of
of
red.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I was painting earlier, and my challenge this week is do not use orange. So I went with a color called rust. And right away they're like, you know,
So it's
that's
the same
orange,
thing.
right? And I'm like, it's not. It's red. It's a base of red. It's not orange. So that became the whole conversation,
man.
the topic. So what would be one of your favorite color schemes on one of those baits?
I really enjoy painting perch patterns. I don't know what it is. I think, you know, I like my perch pattern, and it's one I've actually haven't gone and strayed away from and changed it too much to where all my lures are packed up right now. I can't even show you, but it's the one pattern that's based. Oh wait, I can.
Awesome.
That one pattern that's, well, I don't even know you can see it there. It's basically stayed the same since I've started, you know?
Yeah.
I have like no light in front of me, so
That's okay. That's okay.
But that's one pattern that's basically stayed the same. I may have tweaked, put in an underlayment to bring out my colors over top of it. Like I found adding gold underneath yellow and oranges brings a color out for me that, you know,
Yes.
it blends it nicely.
Yep.
Where, you know, most of us, you know, will do our white base coat, then we'll do like a white pearl and add our colors over top of it.
Yep.
But I was doing my white base coat and then doing, you know, copper or gold underneath of it, and it was just making it those colors pop a little bit.
Yeah, I was amazed when somebody was helping me, and I won't just say somebody, I'll say S&J was helping me learn how to do a bluegill pattern.
Yep.
And he started telling me the colors to pull out because that's what we were going to start with. And I'm like, what are all the, he's like, trust me, just get these colors out. And basically to make the gold the way you want it, you want to lay black first.
Yeah. Yep.
You want to lay black and then gold, and then you layer some more colors on there. I won't go in depth on it. You layer some more colors on there, and then you go back to using some more black and some more gold, and then layering more colors. And it's really Peking says, hey, I met these guys at the show.
Yeah, we did. we were searching for you for a half an hour.
I know. That was kind of the funniest thing.
Yeah.
But it really is a layering effect. And
oh yeah,
for those who might think that a perch pattern is pretty straightforward and pretty simple, give it a try. Get as close as you can to that actual perch, and you'll find yourself layering and changing and layering.
Yeah. Even I don't think I'm like close to an actual perch. I mean, I think I resemble a perch, you know, right. and it's getting there because, I mean, you could look at every different fish or every different bait fish, and there's a different version of one.
Yep.
You know, there's so many times, I mean, you can go through my phone and I've got screenshots of, you know, shad, golden shad, shiners, perch, bass, you know, and trying to mimic it. And you're like, man, and then you look at another one, like that one's completely different.
Yeah. A guy that I was talking to recently, walleye guy, he's done walleye baits. I'm not going to get too far in depth to it because he's eventually going to be on the podcast as well. But he found himself, he's like, that's all I do is walleye style colors and baits.
Yep.
And recently he got himself a double take, I do believe it was, and wanted to do a straight out bass lure. And he done a great job, but even as long as he's been painting, he's like, that's different. It's a whole different technique than what I'm used to doing.
Even like the walleye, I'm not going to say walleye guys, but the guys who paint the walleye lures, they're so bright and vibrant and like, bam, right in your face,
They are too. And
and
he's
they're
a
just there.
fantastic. Yeah.
I tried to stay towards doing wee shads and stuff. That's what I first started coming in doing was like the wee shads, and everyone kind of started liking my wee shads and stuff I was doing. So I tried to stick with them, but then I'm like, I need to move off into a couple different things, branch off a little bit and start doing your square bills, deep divers, jerk baits.
Yeah.
So
if you ever, as a bait painter, find yourself a little stuck in the same thing, or maybe even bored, pick a completely different thing to do. If you're always painting bass lures, go try a walleye lure.
Or paint something completely different out of your realm that you usually do.
Completely. Like, in all honesty, I am not allowed to use orange this week. And it's tough. It is tough. Sometimes your favorite color, or the colors that you're used to, get you in this lull. And it's hard to come out with those baits that wow you personally as the bait maker, and you get done with it and you go, wow, I can't believe how that turned out. You're proud of yourself. You did a great job. Because we all find ourselves in that lull and painting kind of the same thing over and over again. So get outside of your comfort zone. I challenge everybody to do it the rest of this week. Get outside your comfort zone. If you look at your paint rack and you see a color that you never even opened, that's the color you want to be using.
There's plenty of them up there.
Well, that's the color you want to be using.
There's a couple of them up there I haven't touched in a while. I'm collecting a little bit of dust.
Right. So we've been going about 30 minutes now. Don't forget, guys, we are sponsored by Pretty Lures. This is the podcast. You can find us over on the YT page at the podcast 2025. And as JM said, you can find us all on Facebook as well. Make sure you guys are getting out there and kind of following everybody, paying attention down in the chat. There's a lot of bait makers down there. Sponsored by Pretty Lures. For all your bait making needs, go over and check out Pretty Lures. I promise you won't be disappointed. They do some phenomenal blanks. They have exclusives on just about every product that they offer. They have something that's exclusive. May it be a Chanel or a skirt for jigs or a blank. Some of the paints. I don't know anybody else who carries New World paints. If you've never checked out New World paints, they have some impenetrable New World paints that basically you don't need a base coat. And I know a lot of people are branching out and doing different base coats or no base coats at all. So
thought Alex Terrible was going to be here.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to right now, JM?
Shout out to my wife. She's out there behind me in the other room back there for putting up with me, and Pretty Lures, the whole pro staff team that, we keep everyone going, and all my little community, not my little community, but our little community over here on TikTok, because it keeps everything interesting and keeps you on your toes.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So when it comes to your airbrush, do you have a favorite airbrush?
I do have my newest airbrush has been taking over as my favorite, and that's the Krios PS270. I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the 270. Swamp can jump in there. Yeah, Swamp could jump in there.
Well, I was going to say it's you and it's Swamp, and I think Spider Monkey just got it. Yep. And it
Spider
was
Monkey
because
just got
of you two telling him, which is really piquing my interest. I try not to get too mixed up in the expensive airbrushes, but this one is not expensive. It's fair priced.
It's not. It's actually right around the same price as an Iwata Neo, depending on how you purchase it. Mm-hmm. So there's two different ways you could purchase the 270, the 271 as, Strouds and Spider, or the Stroud just said, he said 771, but there is a 271, but you could purchase it as like a box, or you could purchase it as just airbrush. Mm-hmm. And that's what I wanted, was just airbrush. I have not parts, but I also have, all my tools and stuff I need to do everything. But Swamp told me, Joe, you need to try this. And I was in the I just picked up another Neo because I have two Neos. I love the Neo. I think it's a phenomenal airbrush. And he said you got to try the 270. The way you can adjust your airflow, the way you can get packed small little details into those little spots where you're not going to expect to get a detail. It'll do it for you. And I mean, Swamp was dead on the money. That thing is awesome. My next purchase would be another 270.
Another 270.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on the Neo and the Masters. Started off with the Masters. I think I go through this every podcast, and I will continue to do so because it's not something you have to spend all your money on. You can go with a very simple Masters airbrush, Masters air compressor, I think is what it is. It's called the Runner. It comes in a whole pack, and you can get busy. You don't have to
I have
buy
a Masters, the G223, I think it is, or 243.
Yep.
I started off on the Avanti spray brush or airbrush from Harbor Freight. And I love the Avanti. I still actually use it to this day. It's right here. I mean, I use that thing for a lot. It sits up here with another Avanti, two Neos, and the Creos. And then the Masters, I got it. S&J actually recommended the Masters months ago and tried it when I was first doing the auctions with you guys and liked it. I'm not gonna badmouth it. I think it's an awesome airbrush. I think I interchanged the parts on it trying to switch stuff around, so I think I just messed mine up, period. Because you know how they send the different tips, the different needles. I think I just interchanged what tip goes with what needle and blah, blah, blah. And since then, it's in my drawer right now.
It's not spraying correct.
Yes, no, it's definitely not. I've tried everything I could with it. I've sat here for an hour, 2 hours, ripped the thing completely down, sat here trying to judge which tip goes with which needle, and I'm like, I'm done with this one.
Yeah. I've stayed pretty simple with my stuff. Like I said, I did not come from an artistic background, so a lot of my time is spent trying to figure out how to blend these colors together, how to get the stencils in there. And honestly, we always talk about stacking colors to get what you want, but also stacking stencils.
Oh yeah,
getting
stencils
different
on top of
effects.
stencils.
So the one thing we're all looking for all the time is something that somebody else doesn't have or that's out of the ordinary. We're thinking outside of that box.
Oh yeah, yep. Like you said, stacking on top of stuff, using different stencils and doing a layer or something and putting something back over top of it in a different direction.
Yep. We were discussing that earlier. JM and I were on the phone and he's like, you need to do X, Y, Z, and it just gives such a different look. So we go through this every podcast too. Make sure you guys are reaching out to people. We have plenty of people in the chat that are not bait makers. And some of this podcast is meant for you too. It's to make you understand, kind of what we have to do to get these baits out. And so you understand that sometimes when you're in an auction and that bait just keeps going up, 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 the reason why is because it takes a lot of time and a lot of thought process to get it to look the way it does. And it's not only you that's interested in it. We have a lot of bait makers who go into these auctions and they see the work that's been done. They know what it took to get there. So,
and a lot of us are collectors too. Yeah, I've got a whole shelf here of wee shads and glides I've bought from people.
Yep.
It's just to see someone's artistic interpretation on a bait is awesome because everyone thinks something different. Yeah. It can go down from the minutest little detail and it just changes the complete thing. It looks amazing.
Yeah. I'm going to take one comment right here. That's Walleye Guy down there. And I am going to give you one little tip about him. I think Walleye Guy's been painting for 10 years, maybe more. And one thing he says is that the struggle is real with layering colors. Because just when you think you've got it figured out, there's something else.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's you making a mistake or figuring something out and going, my gosh, I had no idea. I've been doing it this way.
That's how I should have been doing this whole time.
Yes, exactly. The struggle is real. So it's not just the new people who struggle with it. Everybody struggles
Oh,
with
yeah.
it. And everybody finds their own struggles within their painting abilities. So just because you've been into arts and crafts and painting your whole life doesn't mean you won't find some struggle and some challenge. If a challenge is what you're looking for,
Oh, yeah.
you can find it here.
You remember too, sometimes I've been there to where, man, I don't really like the way it looks. And you just do something a little bit different or add that one little effect to it. And it changes the complete bait.
Yeah. Well, we've
Where
got
you're
bait
like,
makers who have the mistake bait box, right? So once it gets so far, they're like, I'm done with it. They throw it in a box. Some people call it the Ephraim box.
Just gonna say that.
And then you've got other people who will not stop. They just keep
Oh, yeah.
putting the paint on there till it comes out the way they're looking for.
That's
What's
why I
up,
don't think
Outdoors?
I've washed one bait, and that was when you were S&J was teaching me the crackle, or somebody maybe I forgot who it was teaching me how to do the crackle paint job. I think it was you.
It might have been.
I think you were teaching me how to crackle, and I was doing that, the walking the dog, the little 4-inch.
Yep.
And I tried it, washed it off, tried it again, washed it off. I think that's the one bait. If not, I try to keep running with it because, like I just seen in the chat, I think Brasher posted it. There's happy little mistakes,
Bob Ross is our hero around here.
Yeah.
Happy mistakes. That's it. We need somebody to come on the podcast with the fro.
Yeah.
The Bob Ross fro.
The mullet's over there somewhere. I can do the mullet.
You did talk about the mullet, the Joe Dirt mullet.
Yep, the Joe Dirte.
Dirte.
Yep.
If you want to be fancy.
Yep.
So let's get into a little tougher question. Let's ask you, what clear coat do you use?
BSI.
BSI.
Yep.
Have you ever messed with the UV?
I've messed with UV. I think maybe I was inexperienced with it. I did try Lumelite, and it apparently was a newer formula. I've tried a couple different clear coats coming up, and trying to research, and ask people. Facebook, you could jump into one group, and they're going to tell you just one thing.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in the beginning. I jumped into a Facebook group. Oh, use this one, and I bought a light. I made a little box. I work with glass, so I have plenty of mirror and stuff. So I cut pieces of mirror. I layered inside my box. This thing is like, I probably could flag a plane from my front porch if I needed to, But and I didn't like the finish of it. I went out and researched another, clear coat, and someone brought me to lure coat.
Yep.
Hey, try lure coat. Blah blah blah. This I tried it. And I was using lure coat for a while in the beginning. And then once I got with Pretty Lures and stuff, Dave, Joe, you got to try BSI. I think it's going to, completely change your mind on the clear coats. And once I tried BSI, it is a complete game changer for me, at least. It may not be for everyone else. I've talked to Swamp this past couple months ago to where BSI was acting weird for him to where it wasn't for me up here.
Yeah.
So, I have, lure coat bottles up there. I have my BSI bottles. I've even tried epoxy from the dollar store. From Dollar Tree actually sells $1 epoxy.
Yeah. I noticed I have a little more trouble with BSI in the winter here than I do like right now. Right now, my BSI is coming out flawless. During the dead of winter, even though, we have the furnace and everything, it's the humidity factor for me.
Yeah.
It's very dry in the house. So I was getting a lot of bubbles and dips and things like that. So, and as you guys can see down there in the chat, this is the hill that everybody fights for. You're either UV or your BSI. And I'm not saying you're right or wrong either way.
It's what works.
Either one is great if you're doing it right.
I believe it's whatever works for that maker. You know what I mean? That person's going to have their ways and what works for them. It may not work for me that way, but if it works for them, it's awesome. I'm not going to be mad at it.
Yep.
You know,
And I hope you
it's
all
like
are
building a
watching.
car. You know,
Yeah,
people may not like your car, but you like it because it's your car.
that's right.
You
That's
know,
right. And I hope everybody's paying attention to that chat, because whether you use
yep.
UV or BSI, they're giving out great tips down there.
Oh yeah, yep.
So,
Yeah, BSI, I've experimented with a lot. Like this is where I'm at now. This is my front porch. This is my little bait area.
yep.
Right, my airbrush booth is literally right underneath the camera. I've got a TV over here. Then there's back to this side of me is like my fly tying area. I do my jigs over here and stuff. So all winter I had a little electric heater plugged in out here because this is added onto my house and it's not insulated. So it does get a little chilly.
Yep.
And there's a couple of times if I would have went live in the winter, I could have had a parka on out here. But once we got home and I'd never like to really leave the heater going all day, especially with the wife and the baby home. If something happened, I wouldn't want that. But we would get it heated up in here pretty quick. Or my wife knew, when I left work, she'd come out, crank the heater on for me. So when I got home, I can get in here and start painting, which I never really get right in here after work.
Right, right. Well, I paint. We have kind of two living rooms in the house, and it's an old lake house that's been added on to. So we have a family room, and we have the living room, and I know it looks like I rent a whole studio, but I don't. We are sitting in the front living room, and this is my paint area. It used to be out in the garage. Well, come summer, it got way too hot, 95 plus out there. You can't paint, you can't do anything out there except sweat. So came into the house where the AC is, and the only issue I've found is during the winter. And I have tried, I seen it down in the chat, putting the bottles in warm water, heating it up beforehand, heating the baits up beforehand. I'm going to continue to try and figure it out. I think I'm going to get a humidifier and get it in the house. And I know it's just for bait painting, but I don't think everybody understands that this is our hobby. This is life. This is what we do.
Yeah.
So
this is something we really enjoy doing.
Yeah. And we all want to put out that quality product. So when I see those little dips and bubbles that you probably don't see, once you receive my bait, you're like, wow, this is awesome. But I see every little flaw in it. So
I think I remember the first auction I was in, I put up a lure and I was like, I don't like, there's a little something. And I believe out of your mouth was, the bass don't see that.
The bass don't care.
I remember that was you. And I'm like, okay, I'll put it up.
Here's the biggest thing is that the whole lure is coated, right? Because we're using water-based paint for the most part. Let me say that. For the most part. For sake of argument, we're using a water-based paint. And if water touches it, it's gone. So as long as that whole lure is coated and it's got a good shine to it, I think I seen down in the chat, as long as it's working for you and it looks good and you're happy with it.
Exactly.
That's
what works for you is what works for you.
That's right. That's right.
I could tell you I could paint with my left hand. I can't do it, but
I can.
It's like the whole getting off lure subject, the whole, casting reel subject.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Whatever works for you. I don't care which hand you cast with.
That's right. That's right.
I was just talking to someone about that today. That's why it came to my head.
Yeah. I mean, you're completely correct. My niece went fishing with me this summer, and I feel ashamed to say it, but I think it was the first time she's been fishing with me since she was a little kid. And I'm a left-handed bait caster. So she's right-handed when she writes. I'm left-handed when I write, and I handed her that bait caster. I've never seen anyone just take off with a bait caster. First off, it's the first time you've used a bait caster. Second off, you're typically a right-handed person. And she threw that thing 6, 7, 8 times, never even bird's nest. And she turns around, she looks at me, and she goes, I think I'm left-handed. I said, well, I think you are. So she picked it up pretty naturally. So speaking of clear coat, do you have any suggestions or maybe a tip on fixing a clear coat that has maybe the bubbles or the dry spots? I know we talk about the dry spots every time, right? So
Yeah.
dry spots are pretty straightforward. Sand around
Yeah.
where
Yep.
it was, re-clear the lure. What about bubbles? When you're actually sitting there brushing it on and you keep getting that bubble in that same spot.
Yeah. See, I've tried to. I usually have a. Oh, it's right here. I usually have a little lighter over here. I've used a little micro torch from times to get the bubbles, or if I have my space heater on, sometimes I'll put it right in front of the space heater, and just that little bit of airflow getting to it kind of just manipulates that bubble out of there, or a blow dryer. I
Yeah.
try to manipulate it. I mean, if the bubble's still there after it dries, then we're gonna do what we always do: sand it down a little bit, get it out of there, and try to run from it. You know.
Yep. Yep.
But I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
I think in everybody's arsenal, whether you're doing the UV or the BSI, everybody's arsenal has that heat gun or
yep,
torch, something to get that stuff pliable and
yep.
workable. So
I actually like when I mix my BSI, I'll do it on basically just like the clear plates, Pretty Lures supplies when you purchase BSI from them. I'll do them on there, and if I notice like I'm starting to get to that point, you know, where in BSI it's like, oh my god, I only got another maybe 2 minutes to work with this, I'll hold it right in front of my space heater
yeah.
for 15, 20 seconds, and it just it manipulates that enough to give me enough time to finish that one. I won't start the next bait, but I'll
Yeah.
finish off the one I got, and it works perfectly.
So we're going to back up just a second. So when
Yep.
you purchase BSI from Pretty Lure,
Yep.
they supply you with mixing plate.
They give you one of these nice little plates here. It's a clear little, I want to say it's like a 6-inch plate. And
Okay.
they also give you paintbrushes with it. They give you your paintbrush you would go out and purchase for your, I'll show you right here. This is actually right from them.
I use those 100%. I buy them from them every time. Now, I stocked up on BSI before they started carrying the bigger bottles. I like the bigger 9-ounce bottles.
That's
They
a game
carry them
changer
now.
right there.
For anybody who doesn't know, they carry the big 9-ounce bottles now. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and like JM just said, they supply you with some of their brushes. I think you're going to like those brushes. They're kind of a medium bristle. So it allows you to work that BSI if you need to, but it's also soft enough to do the light touch.
Yep. Cavalry just commented down in the chat. It's 25 brushes plus the plate.
Very
And
nice.
I mean, if you guys don't know where to get the plates from, you can get them right from your local hobby shop. Or when I did it, I didn't go to the hobby shop and buy them. I was actually just taking blue tape and taping over top the existing BSI that I mixed up on it already, and had like layers of blue tape I'd peel off so I could use the same plate.
There you go.
Someone had hold on, there's one awesome comment down here that's pretty cool. Bass Junkie Baits. A drop or two of denatured alcohol will extend your time with BSI. See, that's something I never knew.
So I've heard goods and bads. I've heard from, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe BSI themselves says you're not supposed to do any additives to it. However, whatever works for you, do it. And if you'd like to try that out, add you a couple drops of the denatured alcohol and give
I'd like to give that. I'd try it once to see what it did. Even to try it on just a blank lure to see what alcohol.
I switched to using aluminum foil over top of a plate or making your own little bowl of aluminum foil.
There's Walleye guy. He covers his plate with tin foil and extends the working time.
Yep, it extends the working time. Believe it or not, it does. And spreading it out seems to help. In my opinion, there's a happy medium in that spreading it out. Don't get it out too thin because it will start setting up.
I mean, I spread mine out pretty thin, but I feel like I BSI very fast when I apply my epoxy. I can stretch it almost if I mix up enough. I could do a wee shad plus a couple square bills with one little mixture and just run with it. I may not put it right up on my turner right away. It may sit in my helping hands or my little peg thing with the alligator clips. I don't know what that thing's called.
Yep.
For a couple minutes before I set it up there, but I try to run through them as fast as I can to get them done. Because that's the one thing I can gripe about BSI is
Correct.
how many lures you can coat with it before it's set up.
Yep. And like Sim said down there, we will take that comment. UV has all the working time. You are not wrong. You can work with that stuff, I'm sure, an extended amount of time.
Yeah.
So there's positives and negatives to it all. And we could talk about this all night. I could do an entire podcast just on clear coats.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I do think UV absolutely has the longest working time. But in my personal opinion, I think BSI takes the cake as far as
the
finish and durability, and the ease of it. I don't have to worry about all the proper lighting, building a box, or doing it on a turner, or whatever else you have to do with the UV. You can do BSI on a turner. People do BSI on a turner.
I BSI on a turner.
I just hang it.
I used to just hang them, and then I noticed a couple, I want to say like little irregularities about it to where I could have been coating it too much. It could have been me, you know, to where I'd get maybe not a sag, but like a little drop where it'd almost be a dry coat where you're like, I know, and it's right in the middle of a big spot. Like, I know I coated that.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And I had, my wife used to do the little epoxy tumblers. So she had at one time a 5-spot tumbler turner and had some single ones. So I stole one from her, ripped it apart, and I built a turner. And ever since then, my turner is actually like right up that corner back there.
Perfect. Heck yeah.
Yep.
So let's get to this. And I used to phrase this in a very different way. I used to phrase it like this: who is your favorite painter? And what I found is that it's very hard for people to answer that. It does single somebody out. So who is your biggest inspiration when it comes to painting?
Oh, that's a hard one. Biggest inspiration. I mean, can I do like a top 3?
Sure.
Could it be a top 3?
It could be a top 5 if you want. Sure.
One person that when I first started painting, and then I was listening to a podcast, a fishing podcast, and they kind of did the same similar thing where they brought in a bait maker one day, and that was Dark Corner Custom Cranks, Blake Paff, I believe. Okay. And they interviewed him, and I immediately, boom, right on Instagram, whatever I can find him on. And ever since then, I love looking at his work because he does his replicas, replica mounts for people. Plus, he does Weeshads, S cranks. Who knows whatever other lures he does, but his work is phenomenal. So I want to say Dark Corner Custom Cranks. Once I found Little River Lure Lady, I like looking at her work. It's sometimes so just different in ways to where I wouldn't think it'd be on a bait, but looking at it, it completes it. It looks perfect.
It does. She does some amazing work.
That and John Ward. I mean, I know everyone's mentioned John on here, but John is, his paints, they keep you staring at it like, how did he get that in there?
Yeah.
So I've got a ton of, everyone I really hang out with, I can look up to for something. You know what I mean? Or everyone in our little TikTok fishing community here. I mean, Dave from Barrett Baits, Mr. Pretty Lures, looking at his work and how fast he does it. You're like, what? I could do one lure. He's done 15 of them.
Absolutely.
Swamp Rooster with that 3D scale he does. I've never seen someone do a scale that way.
Yep.
I've tried it, and Swamp's tried to show me. I cannot do what Swamp did.
Yeah. And he's good at it, too.
Yeah.
He's really good at it.
He crushes it with, Holly in there with the bait she's doing. She's pushing the envelope in a completely different area, too. It every one of us has, like, I want to say, a unique part of us that makes something completely different. you know?
Yeah. And talking about Holly, she's giving everybody that I want that bait itch because she will not do an auction or sell a bait right now. He is
Oh,
getting
yeah.
everything ready for an expo.
Yep.
And every time you ask about that bait, she says, you got to come to the expo. And I'm telling you right now,
PCB, yep.
sorry, I'm telling you right now, her baits are going to blow up when she gets back, if she has any left. But
there's a ton of people. Like I can go on for probably the rest of the podcast talking about people,
sure.
what their abilities are and what they can do. You know, it's wild to see some of the stuff everyone does.
Yep.
That's one thing I can say is everyone does something different, and that's the coolest thing with it. You know,
that's what you got to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Having like saying an artsy background and enjoying even regular art to where like splashing paint on a canvas.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's cool to see everyone's different thing with it.
And you know what's amazing about let's say bait making in general is nobody really tries for that specific thing that everybody's amazed by. It just kind of happens. It just kind of happens. You have your own style. It just kind of happens. It's almost like you can relate it to tattooing. Everybody has their thing that they're good at. Maybe you're great at doing portraits, but you give it to your best friend John over here who has been tattooing for 20 years. He couldn't make an actual face to save his life. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yep. It's crazy to see it, you know, but like I said, everyone does something different and everyone has their own little niche they do, you know? And like Swamp said right there, we all have a great support team where we all build off each other.
Yeah.
You know, Swamp, me and Swamp have sat there and FaceTimed before and worked with each other right in the spray booths, you know?
I've done the same thing with Swamp Rooster and John and quite a few guys. You know, if you guys have ever been afraid to reach out to one of these guys and ask them to show you something, don't be. Oh, yeah. Everybody does have their own little niche thing that they do that they're not going to show you. May it be a certain color, a certain pattern, but don't be afraid to ask for them to show you how to do something. Oh, yeah. You might be amazed. You might be that one person. They're like, you know what? I am going to show you how to do that.
Like, I've told you this before. I may not jump in and paint live all the time. You know what I mean? But I don't know if I feel like, too, I get more done when I'm not showing what I'm doing. You know? And we all know we jump into lives and we all have fun. And you get sidetracked from actually, you started that one bait. And an hour later, you look at it, and it's the same way you left it when you started it.
I know what you mean.
You know, in the conversations we get in and stuff like that, it like everyone said, it is a community, and it's like one big group.
Yep, it is. It is kind of.
Oh, Rob.
I didn't see it.
This is an inside joke between me and my buddy Rob down there.
Oh, okay.
I told you're gonna have an autograph signing this weekend, bro. I messaged him already. Told me you'd be there at 1. Rob is, if you guys want to jump in there, go follow Rob. He's my first pro staff tournament fisherman, local to me. So
Rob,
go check him out. Rob Caston Fishing right there.
Gotcha, buddy. Sent you a follow.
See, Rob, my wife's sitting there laughing. She knows what we're talking about.
Okay. So what bait or color scheme would you like to see more people doing?
That's a hard one because even myself, I try to stick to what I like to kind of do. I'd like to see people try more realistic stuff, but I'd never want to push somebody out of what they like to do, but this is a cool thing. I know Saturday after, I believe, Ohio, I was in a live with everyone. They're doing a paint off. Like we all
prices.
But they were doing a paint off Saturday night. I believe it was Joe. It was Holly. I think Lauren was doing it. I want to say Sims, if I remember. And we threw out the first one. And then, in the middle of it, I said, even in an interpretation on, say, a bluegill. You know,
Yep.
maybe not realistic, but throw your twist on a bluegill style. You
Okay.
know, but I like seeing stuff like that. I like seeing people pushing the envelope more, and not doing your, not saying you're basic, because even a basic paint job is hard sometimes.
It
You
is.
know, I can't get myself sometimes just to paint, say, a sexy shad. I always got to add something different into it. It ain't a sexy shad no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but pushing I want to see people push the envelope more for makers. You know, and there's a lot of us out here that are doing it.
Yeah. Well, when you start with the basics, sometimes those can be the toughest,
Oh
right?
yeah,
I
yep.
heard somebody say the other day when I first picked up my brush, somebody told me learn how to spell your name in cursive with it,
Oh yeah,
right?
yep.
Before you even touch a bait. Another good challenge is just do a two-tone fade
Yeah,
and make it presentable.
yep,
It don't have to be the best you've ever done, but just do a two-tone fade. Take and make the top of that bait black, make the bottom of that bait white, and
yep.
bring it all together with no hard line, and you'll find a challenge.
That's like I haven't posted a YT video in a little bit, but one of my last videos was doing just a simple gold and black 110 jerkbait.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
and even I struggle with fading just that one simple color. You wouldn't think just putting one color over top another color is easy. It's not.
Yeah.
It's difficult to try to get it, and us looking at it and like, man, I need to fade it a little bit more, and then I did too much.
Yeah. I think that's where the sexy shad pattern came from. They did
Yep.
blue, they did white, and they went, look at that hard line. Let's put yellow.
Yep, right over top of that. They probably actually used painter's tape and just taped it there,
That's right. That's right. And there's some simple techniques that are actually quite difficult. But if you figure out some of those simple techniques, some of the what you think are more difficult ones become a lot simpler. So
Well, like we were walking around Ohio this weekend, we were talking about it. Like, simple baits do sell because you go to the store and you buy the simple bait.
yes.
You know what I mean? You go to the store and you're buying a white bait with a silver and black fade on it.
Yep. Yep.
I've got 2 6 cents glide baits sitting right here. The majority of the bait's white. You got a black fade with a little bit of interference and a color shift on it.
When fishing's tough, the color that you fall back to, your confidence color, for me is a simple color. It's black and blue. Or it's straight
I like
white.
a purple with a blue flake in it.
There you go.
That's my confidence, whether it's a soft plastic or like a jig would be like a black and blue or a black and purple jig.
Yep.
Yep. And right there, Doe Run says it. Bone sells all day.
All day.
Yep.
All day. And what is bone? It's an off-white.
Yep.
So simple is good. So don't forget that when you're painting them up. I say it all the time. I do baits and I'm like, man, I'm impressed. I did that bait. That looks great. And that thing will sit here for 3 months.
Yeah.
Make a nice simple bait. I'm like, nah, that's all right. Boom, it's gone.
And it's funny, like how you say that. A lot of the baits that I don't think are going to sell are the first ones to go.
Yeah.
And they're the first ones that drive a bidding war half the time. And you're like, man, I didn't even think that was going to do nothing.
Yep. Yep. It's the nature of the beast. So, Mr. JM, when you go fishing, is it boat or bank?
I do a little both. I do have a 12-foot John boat that's converted to a bass boat. So it's got the deck. I've got LED lights in it, blah, blah, blah. Bubba's going to say can't hide money,
Over the top.
But I do enjoy going out with my family and fishing from the bank with all my kids, all the kids and my wife. We go out to our local pond, which is a huge park. When my kids were younger, they more or less wanted to play in the park to where I can go ahead and I can throw a line in the water and, you know what I mean, and have fun. Yeah. It's a nice little picnic spot. We bring the blanket, sandwiches, sodas, whatever going on. But now the kids are getting to that age to where they all want to fish. Granted, I may not have fishing time because I'm always taking a fish off or I'm putting a worm on for my daughters or something, But like I said, I do both. I just love being out there. I love wading in a river too.
Yeah.
Me and my father go up to Roscoe. We didn't go last year, but we usually go up every year, and we rent an Airbnb up in Roscoe, which is up here in New York, and they consider Roscoe Trout Town, USA.
Okay.
And we go fishing for trout, and something about being in the middle of that river, and whether I'm fly fishing or throwing a spinning rod, it's just enjoyable. Just being out in the water is
Yeah.
enjoyable. You know,
That's one thing I haven't tried yet, and that's fly fishing.
it is. I went up there a couple years ago. My first trip, I took my father up there, and we spin fished it. And I'm watching these anglers in the water going back and forth, and I'm like, man, I want to try that one time. I went out. I bought like a little Amazon, whatever kit I could find the cheapest for, and was like, man, I'm going to try this, and gave it a whirl, and I liked it. And then went up there one year, and some guy was like, oh, you got to try this one. And he's like trying to hand me an $800 fly rod setup. And I'm like, I want to touch that, and eventually progressed up to a little bit more, not a crazy pricey. I think mine's maybe like 300 all in,
Yeah.
but it's fun. I mean, your arm is sore as hell at the end of the day,
Sure.
but it's a different type. I mean, if you enjoy fishing, it's something to try.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite fish to fish for?
I want to say trout because I can eat them.
What's your PB when it comes to a trout?
PB was a 24-inch rainbow.
24-inch rainbow. That's pretty good. What
Yeah.
about bass? I know you fish for bass as well.
Bass is just under a 4-pound largemouth, believe it or not.
No, that's
nothing huge.
it
New
depends
York
on
isn't.
where you're at.
Yeah, New York isn't known for like you may push like a 6 or 7 pounder around me,
Yep.
but I haven't found one yet.
Yeah. Well, that's like you might hear, you might find a
Yeah,
13-pound, 15-pound, but they're
Yeah.
so few and far between. My PB in a largemouth is 6 pound.
yeah.
And that's the biggest I've ever caught. I've lived Indiana, Ohio, basically all northern up here. And that's the biggest. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. I would like to go to where I could find bigger fish. I'd like to go out of Texas and fish Lake Fork
yeah,
just to get a chance at catching one of them. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
My thing is too, I'm out in the water, and a lot of people will tell you this about me. I love eagles, and there's something about seeing an eagle. If I go out fishing and I don't catch fish all day and I see one eagle, that makes my whole day.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Every time I'm out, if I see one, my day could have been crap. I could have fell in the water. I didn't, I seen one eagle. I'm happy.
Well, I don't know how many you guys got, but we have plenty of them here. Bald
Yeah.
eagles, we see 3, 4, 5 daily.
I haven't, within the past like 2 or 3 years, I've seen more in this past 2 or 3 years than any other time for some reason.
Yeah. You got one from every fishing trip. Got a picture of an eagle.
Oh, every time I go out, I send her, every time I see an eagle, there's a picture.
Yeah.
Even a couple of my friends that may be in the chat, they know. They'll be out there fishing with me. As soon as I'll drop whatever I'm doing, there's an eagle.
Yeah. They're amazing to see. And once you see them and get, I don't know how close you've gotten to one. They are massive. They're amazing.
Yeah, I've gotten within like 15, 20 yards of one.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. Well, we're going to give you the big question of the night, and then we're going to do some giveaways. Then we'll open up the chat. The interview's been great. It is not over. You guys get to ask your questions next. But first, is there a piece of advice you would like to share with everyone, or maybe a piece of advice that's been given to you that stuck with you and is something you live by?
Don't stop. Just keep going. If you get frustrated with it, keep pushing, and eventually you're going to get to where you need to, and stick to it.
Yeah.
Don't give up. And that's one thing my wife, has pushed into me. My parents too, the same thing. My parents obviously know me for a very long time and seen all the stuff I've been through, but it's regardless, like my wife told you, I get into something and I push my hardest into it and I become decent at it. And I'm not going to say great, because greatness is a whole nother level,
Right.
but I become decent at it enough to where it's like, like I said, I stopped. Now I don't want to. Keep pushing yourself further, further, and further. Don't get frustrated with it. Keep moving on.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the only thing I've stuck with my entire life has been fishing, and I actually did quit that for a few years. But
Yeah.
fishing in general is the only thing I've stuck with as far as a hobby my
Yeah.
entire life. So.
I've like I said, I've done everything: tattooing, doing paintings on canvas, building cars, doing European mounts in my garage.
Wow. Yeah.
You know. So.
Well, that is JM, and we are not done yet. We are going to do one of the favorite parts of the podcast. We are going to get to the giveaways. I have one of my moderators that I would like to do spinning the suspense wheel tonight, and that is going to be TRS Tackle and Treasure. If we could find her real quick. I think I can.
I know Bubba's down there.
Yeah, he's down there too. Why don't these go in alphabetical order? That'd be so much easier. I did not see her. There she is. I just clicked on her name. There it goes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we are going to do the wheel. The first one we are going to do will be for Pretty Lure giveaway. We will do that one first, if that's okay, JM.
Oh, yeah.
And this will be for a $25 gift code to Pretty Lure. If you are a bait maker, you can use that and get all the things that you might need for your bait making. If you are not a bait maker, but you are looking for a specific lure, you can get with Barrett Baits. He will custom paint you a bait. And we have 61 people in here. That's the number. Let's see who's going to win the Pretty Lure giveaway tonight.
Rigged.
It already started before it even happened.
Number 58. Scrolling down, trying to get down to number 58, 51, 52, 55, 56, 57. Number 58 is Gary P. Gary P. You have not interacted with us at all. I am going to send you a follow. Gary P. You win the Pretty Lure giveaway.
Congrats.
Supposed to be S, dude, not PS.
What's that?
Supposed to be Gary S.
No.
Bubba.
Gary P, congratulations. I hope you are listening. You won the Pretty Lure giveaway. They will be sending you a gift code. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you follow Pretty Lure. I already sent you a follow. And now we are going to move on. I'm going to take myself out of the big box. Give me just a second.
All right, so I got two of them. We'll do the big one for last. All right.
All right.
Let me get my camera here, move this around so you guys can see it. Let me see. Switcheroo here. So the first one we're gonna do is a little 5-inch gill glide.
Very nice.
There we go. This is in like my little bluegill type of pattern I did. It's got a ton of color shift on it.
61.
So we're gonna do that one for the first giveaway.
All right. She's going to spin the wheel of suspense, and we're going to see who gets the bluegill for the giveaway.
23.
Number 23, scrolling down to get to number 23, North Waters Tackle.
Oh, Jesus.
Now you guys can go ahead and put rigged.
Congrats,
now I know
North.
it's going to come in the chat. What should be coming across the chat is congratulations,
Yeah,
not
congrats,
rigged.
North. All right, bud. All right, so the next one. I said I was going to do it, and I did it. So
Even North said rigged.
this is going to be y'all's next giveaway. So this is the 5-inch, I think it's 5-inch Gaston Biddy G.
Oh my goodness.
So this is a full resin glide bait done by Gaston Lures. Pretty Lures is the exclusive dealer of these. So you can get these right through Pretty Lures. You can get your blank. So this is one I did. It's got a bone, a white pearl. There's an orange like creamsicle in there. You kind of can see it when it flops. Plus the interference, the color shifts on top that I do.
Beautiful.
So
that is amazing. We are spinning the wheel. Here we go. Who's going to win the Gasting Glide tonight? Give me a number.
18.
Number 18, scrolling as quick as I can. No way.
no
Holly
way.
Wahlberg. How?
TRS, you're never doing this again.
How in the heck did we'll say boyfriend girlfriend?
Yes.
They both. How did this happen? Holly,
Congrats, Holly.
Congratulations on that giveaway.
Save you on shipping.
Yeah, I can just ship it to one place now. Sweet.
Big.
Everybody is just in the chat going, what the heck? Guys, we do this as fair as we can. Everybody's name has a number. We just pick the number beside the name, and it is a randomized number. Just so happens, Corey, we may have to redraw.
What are we redrawing, Mr. Barrett?
For was a drive-by?
Yep.
But that's what we have to do. We can. So this is actually something that we always fear might happen. Some people are just scrolling through and they're gone before the giveaway is actually done. He didn't interact. I did send him a follow, but you're right. I do not see him at all anymore.
He gone.
He didn't reply in the chat either. There you go, Sage. Put a thumbs up for a redraw. You guys want to see a redraw for the pretty lure? I think we should.
Yeah.
I think we should. He said, give it to Holly. I know he didn't say that. He didn't comment. Oh, I see lots of thumbs up. Let's do it again. Who are we going to get to do it again? Bubba or TRS? Why don't you jump up here, do this giveaway for us. We're going to redraw the Pretty Lure giveaway. We did have a drive-by. TRS is going to come back up. Perfect.
If it's Holly or Northwater, TRS is fired.
If it's Holly or Northwater, we ain't giving it to them.
I am trying, guys. I'm not even. It's totally random.
I understand.
We know.
The wheel's on my phone. I'm on TRS.
All right, we just went down a person, so we'll do 63.
We'll do 63.
1 to 63.
Spin it. Spin it.
Spin the wheel. Who's going to get it this time?
Bubba.
This is the redraw.
Oh my God. Number 1.
Number 1. Critters.
That'd be me.
Custom.
No, I'm number 1.
No.
Oh, bullshit.
Ask Bullet Bass Cat. I quit.
Number 1 is Critters.
You're a
Custom
different number
tackle.
1, Bubba. Congrats, Critters.
Congratulations, Critters. We know that's a good giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
We know he will reply.
Hey, congrats, everyone that won.
Guys, I thought maybe we were giving it to somebody who doesn't paint. Maybe we could get them into it. I always like to see new people, but that's not how it happened. We did a poll. We decided to do a redraw. We had a drive-by. We typically do like somebody to comment, you know. Even if you're new in here, if you're brand new, I don't care if you're following me or following Pretty Lure or anybody in here. But if you're in here and you do win one of the giveaways, just make a comment. Thank you so much, something like that, because this is somebody's time and hard-earned stuff that they are giving away, and they do it for you guys. They do it to give you all something. So you missed out. J-Nell.
Oh man, J-Nell.
You gotta be in here. You gotta be in the room to win. All right, that was the giveaways. Thank you so much, Pretty Lure. Thank you, TRS and JM. Thank you.
My wife just commented, little Joe's talking to the phone. I think he's talking to me.
He's talking to Dad.
Yeah.
What's Dad doing? I got to meet
brother.
that little guy, and I'll tell you, he was out like a light when you first got there.
He was malfunctioning.
I mean, this
for a little
boy
bit.
just lounged out inside that stroller, just out.
He like,
And when he came to life, that was it.
oh, it was over. I told you.
Chase. That boy was on the move from the moment his eyes opened.
Yep.
So,
yeah, living his best life. Yeah.
living his best life. Yes, he was.
Yeah, I mean, people like told her, like, I wish I could lay like that. I'm like, damn, I wish I could too.
He was out. He was in the most awkward position and not even moving. It was loud in there. It was quite loud.
Yep.
So
Yep, he was chilling. There was a couple times we were messing with him too, like poking at him and stuff, and he wouldn't budge.
yeah. So the winners of the night on the small 5-inch glide was Northwaters. On the big Gaston glide, that was Holly. Ask me how each one of them won one of the baits. I have no idea. It's just the luck of the draw.
I'm gonna have to ship them to the different camera locations they use.
There you go. And then the Pretty Lures giveaway will go to Chris Critters Custom Tackle. Congratulations to all those people. You guys know what time it is. It is time for me to pay full attention to the chat and try and keep up with all the questions that you might have for JM. Go ahead in the chat and ask any questions you would like to know.
Yep. Ship to one garage.
How many
the one
chicken
upstairs.
nuggets can JM eat?
Oh, I can eat a lot of chicken nuggets.
As a galaxy comes in.
Yeah, I
Thank
can eat a lot of
you.
chicken nuggets. At least a 10-piece.
If you could sit down and paint or tie with someone for a few in person, who would it be?
Man, I'd want a group of people, to be honest.
Galaxy.
You know, I really want a group. All of us that hang, or in our big group here, if we all sat at one big round table and just did our thing, it would be awesome.
Yes,
Just
it
to
would.
sit and watch everybody too. You know what I mean? Would be amazing.
As much fun as we all have on a live from hundreds of miles away.
Oh yeah.
Doing what we do. I couldn't imagine if you got us all in a big round table to where we're actually face to face and painting.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't imagine some of the help, some of the tips and
Well,
tricks.
look
that
at what
would
a
come
couple
out.
of us did this weekend of, you know what I mean, just talking, and there maybe 8 of us,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we were walking around for the longest time, just having fun bullshitting and talking to everybody too. We weren't just talking to one person and strictly our people we knew. We were just talking to random people the whole time.
No, it was a pretty fluid weekend, and that's the first time JM and I had actually met. So we definitely kept up with each other through the whole thing, and he would go off and talk to certain people. I'd go off and talk to certain people, and I couldn't imagine if we got all these people in a group and we're able to paint off, maybe renting out an entire hotel. Let's go Jersey Shore.
Trying to look in the chat here and trying to kick back. So that was Northwater, right? Yep.
What's your? Yeah, it's hard to keep up with. I try and shout them out as I read it.
Yeah, I'm trying to go. I'm going to just scroll right through them if you want me to,
Sure.
So Skeeter says, when using mica powders, what do you mix with it? So micas, I mix with UVLS. When I did a lot of micas in the beginning stages of me painting. I really haven't used too many mica powders lately, but I mix it with UVLS and a little bit of, I think, 4011 reducer to get it down. And I did a lot of that when, like I said, when I first started, like over top of whites and maybe like my finish coat over top of my black back and stuff like that. So, yeah, that would be my answer for that one.
Why does Mad Mexican say, come on, make me $20? Somebody has to say something certain, I think.
Yeah. Now, who was the Brasher?
There you go, Brasher.
First lure I painted is right there.
Oh!
Yeah, it hangs up right by me. That's the first. It's hard to see. I'm sorry with the lighting
now,
here.
When you say very first, is that the lure pack that your wife bought you?
Yep, that's the first one that was in the lure pack.
Very nice.
Like, it'd be different as the first lure I tied would be different, you know. But this is the first lure I actually sat down and painted with an airbrush. I turned my TV on to see if it gave a little more light.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
MCA says another awesome podcast, people. Well done. Thank you, MCA.
Yeah, no, awesome.
Spider Monkey says Metallica.
Metallica.
Metallica. That's where I'm at. I love them both, but
yeah.
I just got to see Metallica in concert, I think 2 years ago up in Detroit, Michigan. That was the best experience ever. They're amazing in concert. Outdoors with Tiny.
So
how much for one of the lures that Holly won?
The last one I sold was the Biddy G. I sold it for 110. My last one. If you go back and see the one of the other Gastons I did, there should be a Biddy G, and then there's the other one I actually did the big give the waffle for during the podcast. That was the Swim Shad from Gaston. But my last Biddy G outright sold for 110.
Yep. Guys, anybody who's interested, Outdoors with Tiny, we all know him pretty well. Anybody who's interested in a lure from JM, do not be afraid to send him a personal message now or after the podcast. Get with him and get one of those lures. You will not be disappointed. His paint jobs in person they'll blow your mind. They're really good.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you.
So, Crystal Niece, what is your favorite fish to fish for?
That's going to be trout because I can eat trout.
Yep.
I've never ate a ditch pickle before, bass. Never tried one. Trout, I will, and my kids love them too. So if I can go out and bring home some dinner, it's awesome.
Calvary Custom Tackle. If you could fish with anyone, who would it be?
That's another good one. I'd fish, and people may make fun of me for this, Ben Milliken. I love watching Ben Milliken. I don't know what it is with Ben and his fishing. Him and Jacob Wheeler would be a big toss-up of who I'd go fishing with.
I think you just like Ben because of his mullet.
My wife's like, he's got such luscious hair.
Ben Milliken would be pretty cool to hang out with. He is a very down-to-earth guy.
And he does everything, though. He doesn't just fish. Like, if you guys have watched videos and have subscribed to his channel, he makes his own jigs. He has a lot to do with his lures. You know, he does a lot of R&D and making his own and developing them just by himself. And he'll go to a tournament and literally tie jigs that are going to work right at the Airbnb or wherever he's staying at.
Viper says it was amazing. Thanks, buddy. The show was amazing too. Seeing you over at the show, you were busy talking to people right there beside S&J. I was talking with Truck Money and S&J, and then So, favorite angler as a kid. Tui wants to know, who was your favorite angler as a kid?
I gotta say Bill Dance.
Yeah.
We used to watch him down at my grandfather's house and stuff like that. It was always funny.
Yeah. I just watched one of his outtake videos this morning. So.
Oh, geez, yeah.
What's your favorite? Sorry. Bubba Custom Lures wants to know, what's your favorite soft plastic to use?
I know Bubba wants me to say Bubba. But I've had Bubba try to make my favorite one, and it's the 6th Sense Busa ribbon tail.
Okay.
That's if I can't catch a fish, if I throw that on and Texas rig it, either weighted or weightless, I'm catching something. And that's in the one color, like the Blue Fleck Magic by them. I mean, I just had my parents buy me a whole bunch of them for my birthday.
That's the one he goes to.
Yeah.
Oh, why does the chat always jump when I'm right on the questions?
I'm on after Bubba. I got Rob with, what's your goal for fishing this season? Want to get into tournaments, and especially with Rob. You know, Rob is an amazing angler on his own, and if you guys don't follow Rob, and you'll find out. That's all I got to say. But I definitely want to fish a little more tournaments and fish a lot more, really, than I have.
Rob. I see it now.
Yeah, yep.
GTL, Gym Tan Laundry.
Yeah, that's what we've been down there, Jersey Shore, when they're down there.
I want to go down there. My wife watched Jersey Shore, and I watched TV with her, so of course I've watched it.
Don't let her lie to you too, because she hated the Jersey Shore when it first was coming on. See, I can hear her laughing in the other room. I don't know if you can hear.
I did too.
She hated it when it first came on.
Now she's like, Gym Tan Laundry.
Yeah, yep. And then all of a sudden, it's on tonight. It's on tonight.
Pass on Jersey Shore.
Last year, we took the kids to the Jersey Shore. We stayed right next to their house.
No, Bubba. You stayed right next to the house?
Yeah, we lit
the garage doors or what?
We went in there. I'm not like a fanboy thing of that stuff, you know?
Yeah. Northwaters Tackle. I lost the first jig I tied after 4 fish, then a rock pile. All right.
Oh, exactly. Oh my God.
Tim said, okay, it's Uncle Snooky from now on.
Oh God. Where's the beach?
Jigs on Wheels wants to know, you can say anybody but Jigs on Wheels. Who's your favorite jig tire?
Oh man.
Gotcha, Jigs.
Yeah. I really don't have a favorite jig tire. I kind of I look at everyone, you know what I mean? I don't know if I could put down a favorite jig tire, because I don't follow a lot of just primarily jig tires too, besides like Jigs or Sims or, Northwaters that does the, his bucktail lures. They're a jig.
Yeah.
Everyone does something different. Sims with his, I know he's released them, his small little chatterbaits now. Yeah.
Micro
those
chatter.
are something different. The micro chatters, they're different. Yep. The bucktail. I've never fished a bucktail jig, so looking at Northwater's bucktail jigs, I wouldn't know how to fish them, but they look damn amazing.
I'll let you know this summer because I have some.
Yeah, I've never really. I think I've asked one time in their episode, how do I even fish one of these?
Yeah. So Crazy Jigs, he wants to know, what's your go-to 3 lures?
Go-to 3 lures. So I like throwing the wee shad. Actually, what's tied onto my pole now is a bone wee shad I did. That's been on there. Definitely the 6th Sense, the Busa ribbon tail.
Yep.
And then I want to say a jig with any type of trailer on it. Last year, I was throwing the flip gill and the panorama on a jig. So those I would say would be my go-to. I'm not really a big like hard bait fisherman, like crankbaits and jerkbaits and stuff. So, but that's another thing I want to try to get into more this year is fishing more, square bills, jerkbaits, wake baits. So,
very important question for you here.
Yes.
From Kayla.
Oh God.
If you can go anywhere to fish, where would it be? It says from Brianna.
Oh, that's my stepdaughter.
There you go. So it's from her.
I would want to go. I really would like to go down. I want to catch mahi.
Okay.
Something
Yeah.
about and seeing them get pulled out of the water, their colors are amazing. So I would really love to go. I think Florida, Mexico, you can get mahi mahi.
Yep.
Or what do they call them? Dolphin fish, right? I think dolphin fish is the other one. I think there's like 3 names for that fish.
Yeah. It gets a little more out of my element when it comes to all the salt water and where exactly they're at. But I know there are plenty of people in here who, if that becomes a reality for you, they can tell you exactly where to go to get some of the best fish for that.
We went to Key West for our honeymoon, and I looked into going out fishing down there. But we had so much other stuff we were doing. We're like, no.
Yeah.
His favorite was Zach Dance. Oh God.
The podcast with special guests, The Situation. See, y'all are making fun, but how do you know all these names? How do you know all these names?
They obviously watch it way too much.
Just because you're in the bedroom with the lights off eating cookies watching Jersey Shore doesn't mean we don't know.
Yeah. With a glass of milk.
I'm trying to get up with all these questions, guys.
Yeah, I don't even know where we ended up at.
Walleye Guy, good question. I didn't see his question yet. Walleye Guy, what is one trip you would give? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm misreading. What is one tip you would give to someone struggling with layering colors?
Huh. Sometimes it's better just to take a step back and stare at it for a little bit. And I mean, when I layer colors, sometimes like Brasher put in there's a happy mistake and it happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a hard question for me to answer.
So I've heard lots of people say if you're going to layer colors, you always start with your dark and move out to your lights.
I've layered black on top of black, but that's layering with, like, say, interference and then layering down a color shift over top of it. And a lot is layering, say, using your, I know a lot of us probably have the Gerald Mendez stencils, and your effect stencils, your creature stencils, whatever they call them, modeling. You layer with those things. You'd be very surprised at what you can do by layering with black and a color shift, or layering with black and an interference color.
Yeah.
And you don't got to go out and buy fancy interference colors or fancy color shifts. I go ahead. I mean, let me find one real quick. This is folk art from Hobby Lobby.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I do have Green Stuff Worlds. I have Vallejos. I haven't tried Turbo Dorks yet. Well, I'd like to. But, these folk art color shifts right here, people sleep on these things.
No, they're all so much different. You get a different color shifting out of the folk art than you get out of the Vallejo to so on and so forth. So you guys always wonder why I don't pay attention to the chat while I'm doing the interview. It's because while JM is trying to talk, I'm laughing. I'm about to crack up. And I have no idea why this question's even being asked, but we're going to ask it. And it comes from Nice Outdoors, and it says, are you going to come down and fish with me and Ephraim on the Speedo fishing trip? And this is why I don't read the chat. He's trying to answer a serious question, and I see this comment. I'm dying. I'm dying inside.
I mean, I'd be down for a Speedo fishing trip. As long as we can make a calendar after
any bit of that fishing trip. None of it. None of it.
Oh my God. I think I even heard my wife laughing in there again.
Oh my goodness. Favorite jig tire?
Favorite jig tire? I wouldn't know.
Jigs is going to keep putting that in there till you say it's not Jigs on Wheels.
You know who ties some cool jigs? And I met him this weekend. Is Pig Jigs.
Yes.
Pig Jig ties some awesome little jigs. We sat there for a while, and then I went back and sat there for a while and talked with him. And he does ties some cool stuff. I bought a bunch of his
Yes.
stuff too. I had to take some home.
Yeah. He ties a lot of the micro stuff.
Yeah,
It is, 164s and
Yeah.
and down.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, he does do the chatterbaits as well. I think I said that in my earlier live.
Yeah.
He does chatterbaits as well, 3/8, half ounce. And he's just such a down to earth guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
First time
He
I
was
ever
so
met
cool.
this guy, it was me and JM walk up to his booth. Right away, he comes out and you can see the look on his face. He's there to sell baits. So he's going to be social with anybody. We
Yeah.
introduced ourselves, said who we were, and his demeanor changed. It went from, I'm just here to sell you baits to, oh my gosh, you do what I do, or similar. And the conversation started. Then his brother walked over. Next thing you know, he's pulling out his favorite fishing rod and showing us a fishing rod. It's for finesse fishing for those little lures that he has. And we all got to check that out.
What is it? He called it the pink pig.
Guy.
The pink pig or something like that, I believe.
The pink pig.
Yeah.
It was.
One thing that got me, and I was starstruck, which was pretty cool, when he was like, "Oh yeah, I follow you," and I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I mean that's cool."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anytime you guys go to these shows, make sure when you walk up to these people, don't expect them to just know who you are. Introduce yourself. Tell them who you are from TikTok. Hey, I'm Uncle Corey's Custom Lures. I follow you on TikTok. I just wanted to meet you in person, because they can't remember absolutely everybody. And don't be offended if they don't remember you. Because
I just have to walk around.
The next time you jump on a live, they're probably going to be in your live and be like, hey, I just met you at the show. I know this because Jm Jigs just did this in my live earlier.
Yeah.
So
I was
we
walking around with a
know
shirt
each
that
other.
said it.
What's that?
I was walking around with a hoodie that said Jm Jigs on it. So
Yeah. So, oh my gosh, I am 40 comments behind. Looks like Get Ugly Fishing was in here.
Oh yeah,
I got
think
to
he was
meet
still
him
in there.
this weekend.
Yeah, I got to meet Get Ugly too. That was awesome.
Have a good one, Doran. You ever think about dyeing your beard?
Nope.
Bubba's Custom Lures wants to know.
Nope. My wife has asked me before. Nope, I would never do it.
Bree asked a question. I think we got to that question, or did I miss it?
I think we did.
Okay. I'm trying here, guys. I am 41
I won't even let her-
comments behind.
I won't even let her glitify my beard. An American flag Speedo. Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you could go fishing anywhere, where would it be?
I'd say again, I don't know. I would say I'd like to go after a big bass. Anywhere I can go for a double digit, would be awesome.
We can talk about the bucktails, Northwater said.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Spider Monkey says, can I get on for a tat?
Yeah, that list, and my wife, I've seen it all in here already. I think Sage was saying the same thing.
Yeah.
That list is probably, whew, and my wife would have to be the first one in the chair.
When's the last time you did a tattoo?
Last time, I want to say 2 years ago.
2 years ago? So not that long ago. A while ago.
Tattooing is one of those things where I could step away from it and put the machine back in my hand, and it would be like I never stopped.
Yeah.
It kind of came natural to me. Even when I started off, I started and did it right. I left my job. One of the guys I was really good friends with was a tattoo artist at the tattoo shop, and said, hey, Joe, why don't you come in and see if you can get an apprentice? And a crappy situation kind of led me into there, where the owner of the shop's wife got diagnosed with brain cancer.
Oh,
and so he needed help running the shop and, doing stuff. So that's how I got my foot in the door and started learning tattooing, cleaning, all that stuff. And that whole time I was sitting there drawing. And a couple months after that, he said, hey, why don't you start, practicing? So I would start practicing. A couple of the other artists in there would show me some things. And then a couple months go by and it's, hey, bring someone in to tattoo. I brought someone in to do a tattoo, with their consent. I did like a little lettering tattoo. All right, that came out awesome. Get another person in here. Got another person in there. Okay. And within like the first 5 or 6 of them I was doing, the owner came up to me. He goes, "Why did you apprentice for?" And I was like, kind of what you're supposed to do, you know? And he's like, yeah. I think I was done apprenticing within like 6 months, which is usually unheard of for tattooing.
It's years, usually.
Yeah. And I'm not saying I'm an amazing tattoo artist. I did do some awesome work to where I started specializing in like realism and portraits and stuff like that. And I got to meet some awesome people doing it, you know, going to conventions and going all over the place. And it just became to where in Middletown at the time where I'm at here, tattooing wasn't like huge. So you didn't have a whole line of people. And I like working with my hands. So sitting around for a while, it wasn't helping me. So I went right back into construction.
Well, you're getting teamed up on, I hate to tell you, because Sage says, I need that tattoo. Your wife says, you tell him. Pamela says he does awesome work. I assume
that's my mom. She's got tattoos for me. My wife has tattoos for me. My father in here has tattoos for me.
We all want tattoos.
I mean, I've done, you can't see, but I've done my hand all inside here, up my arm, my knee, which we know we can't show that on TikTok.
You can't show your knee on TikTok. You can't.
You know, it was fun while it lasted. It was cool, you know.
I need a memorial on the top of my hand. Just saying. Yeah.
The hands are fun. If you want your hand to look like a boxer mitt when you're done. I went after I did. I don't remember which one I did. I think it was my knuckles. I did all both my knuckles. I went to work the next day and rubbed them on a windowsill, and that wasn't the funnest feeling.
Kayla said, "Tattoo party."
Yep. She wants to set it all up and get my stuff out. She's more than welcome to.
Don't tempt her. I don't think
she'll be out here. All my stuff's right behind me.
Oh, it says Kayla has left the chat.
Yep.
You must be getting it around right now.
Yeah. Yeah, knuckles are not inside. The knuckles are not for the weak. My knuckles here weren't bad, but when I got into the webs, and I mean inside of my fingers are done too, but into the webs and right here down the side of my hands was like, that was the most, I'm not gonna say most painful because my back sucked.
Yeah.
But looks like we're gonna have a TikTok tattoo party now.
It looks like it. Looks like you're gonna stuff your pockets full, but you're gonna be busy for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Bottoms of your feet.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know why you would do that. Did you put left and right on there or what?
One of my buddies who owns our local tattoo shop, he's done the majority of my work, my back. He's done my wife's whole sleeve. He's tattooed from head to toe. When I mean everything's tattooed, his cheeks are tattooed. Ooh. And he said his worst tattoo was his feet. Both his feet. Wow. He's got the insides of his palms done, everything.
I seen a buddy look like he was in the worst pain ever, and they were just tattooing the back of his calf.
Oh, I sat for 8 hours on my back doing the line work, and it goes from, the nape of my back down to my belt line. And sat for 8 hours for the line work perfectly fine. I went back for 4 hours on the skull, and I'm sitting there making up excuses like, man, I fell at work. My back is all messed up. I can't stay here no more. It was the worst for me.
Can't sit no longer, man.
Yep. It's not sitting there too hunched over, is not the best way. Yeah. My wife, she'll fall asleep. There's times where I was tattooing her, and I had to shake her to make sure she was still awake.
I take a nap.
Yeah, she does. Yep.
Dave seems to go in and handle tattoos okay too.
Oh yeah, she just sits there, and there's times where I'm like poking her. Hey, you awake?
You thought the elbow sucked, Spider Monkey? Yeah. I tell you what, man, this has been a great interview. I know it was going to be a great night. So, I think a lot of the questions are out. We're all having a great chat. We are not going to shut down the live, but I greatly appreciate you coming in for the questions and the interview part of it. And I am going to do the thanks for coming to the podcast. That is the end of the podcast. We are going to stay live, and we're going to keep chatting. I normally open up the boxes. Nobody hardly ever comes in. We'll see what happens this time, but everybody is welcome up in the box. You got to keep it clean. Don't get me kicked off of TikTok here.
Someone wants to say hi
in the boxes.
Come on, Bubba's. You want to come say hi to everybody you was trying to talk to? Look, there's
there
little
he is.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Look at that little smile.
Say what's up. Say wow. Say what's up, dudes.
He was sitting there. I think he was eating popcorn or Cheetos or something. That boy had yellow fingers, and the first thing he went for was that blanket. And Kayla was like, no.
Yep. Say what's up, dudes. Come on. Say we're doomed. It's this way. Look. This way. Don't look at Daddy's sign. He's pointing. Love you, Bubba. Have a kiss. Mwah. Love you. Good night, Bubby.
All right. You guys are all welcome up in the chat. And that's everybody. People who are new here.
Oh, yeah.
Pamela, Kayla, everybody's welcome up here. You can jump up in a box. We'll let you in here. You can be BS with everybody. I'm going to start sending out some invites. Nobody ever jumps up in here, so we're going to start sending out some
jump
invites.
Jump up on in the boxes, guys. Come on. Come on, Cletus. Come on.
There we go. Now people are starting to come in.
Hello.
Wasn't
sure if I'd be invited in since it was so rigged tonight.
It was. It was completely. What did you guys do?
How did it get to both of you guys?
I just willed it into happening. When you were talking about earlier that he might be doing it, he had a video.
Rigged. Yeah, rigged.
She put it into the atmosphere.
I
did. You're good with your bait now.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter at this point.
I'll still go off to the side. I don't want nothing to happen to your page.
I appreciate it.
That's out of respectals, you know.
Spider Monkey, Crazy, Barrett, Holly, welcome in, welcome in. Great show.
Right,
Thank
Jam.
you, Uncle Lou. Appreciate it.
When I go on tour, man, I'm going to need a tattoo artist on tour.
You know what? It's funny. When I was
tattooing, coming in, Pamela.
When I was tattooing, my buddy is one of my buddies up here. He goes by Ike Stapleton. And Ike TV, if you search him up, he was a guy who did a lot of work with like the original Wu-Tang Clan and stuff back in the day. Where I forgot who it was. It wasn't. It was a big artist. I want to say Meek Mill, but it wasn't Meek Mill. It was another big artist that he showed my work to and wanted me to go on tour with them. And basically tattoo out of their tour bus, like all his homies and stuff like that. But that would have been like, oh my God, I don't even know if I would have made it back.
Yeah,
you know,
guys, I always forget this part, and before too many people take off on me, don't forget the podcast is every week. Next week we are having Jigs on Wheels.
Joseph. Peeking through. I don't know if you guys can see the
Jm to tattoo out of order on his legs.
Hold on.
The little guy's back here in the window.
I got the song for it.
You got the song?
Yeah, they see me rolling.
Trying to
Thank you, Allie.
And dirty. Jigs, why aren't you up here? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, the little guy was back there in the window. He was peeking through.
Get up here, Jigs on Wheels. Right now. Right meow.
Right meow.
Right meow.
Do I drink milk from a saucer?
We managed to get everything recorded Sunday except
Man, I
the
couldn't
vocals.
find the ramp.
Bass, guitar, and drums are all recorded.
Nice.
I couldn't find the
And
ramp to
if
get
you
up in here. I found it
follow
though.
my other account, there's a snippet on my other account of it.
So
Send it to me, Spider Monkey.
Okay.
Critters.
we've been
Why
having
aren't you up
issues
here?
with the site.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, inventory counts are magically appearing that we have stuff that we don't. Like, it's not just one item or, for some reason, silver black skirt tabs keep popping up that we have them and we do not. Now,
Well, it
black
should
thread.
prevail in the house.
So I just went to Cabela's and bought all their black thread so I could fulfill orders.
Oh wow.
But while I was there, they had a fly tying course going on. And years ago, I got in on one at a Bass Pro Shop, and it's on every third Tuesday of the month. And I went in there.
Yeah, a lot of them have those.
Yeah,
Hey,
I went in
Bubba.
and they introduced me to everybody and everything. And this guy had an antique vise. I got a video of it. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna send it to the group chat in a little while.
Oh, some of them vices are awesome.
It's cast iron and really old antique. But
Cast
I'm
iron, I
gonna
bet
try
it
to
weighs
get
a
some of
ton.
those classes and stuff pretty soon.
That's awesome.
And we have our thread on the way, but I want to get the orders going.
Yeah, you don't want people waiting.
No.
Uncle Corey, when the show first started and JM put his Slaughter Travail mask on, you should have done the ladies and gentlemen, Jm Jigs.
That's what I said. You are now listening to Jm Jigs. That would have been awesome.
I should have grabbed the
Right.
microphone that JM just gave me and started beating my head with it, right?
Screaming.
I wanted to have
Oh,
this
that's
thing
Phil
done and
Anselmo
painted
did
up
that.
completely different, but I just with Ohio, then getting back and getting everything ready for the show I'm doing this weekend. I'm lucky I got the little piece tied on the back to hold it on my big head. You know?
No, it looks good, man.
I am gonna do something sick with it. So I've got some plans. That's gonna be the mask for whenever I'm in lives now, which is gonna go on.
There you go.
Jig says lame to Sage. I don't know why.
Sage is in bed. She's got to
Oh,
work.
she has to work in a couple hours. I'm surprised she's still up.
Congratulations, Holly and Jeff.
Guest violation.
Rigged.
Guests in your live have violated.
I didn't know
Dangerous
it.
activities and challenges. Repeat violators on your guests may lead to restrictions. Remove
happened there?
bear baits.
It's me?
You're driving with the
You're
camera
driving?
on, yeah.
It's at the ceiling.
It's gonna make me remove you. I do not have a choice.
All right.
I think he's just got to jump back in, right?
Nope.
It won't let him.
No?
No, he's gonna have to come back in under pretty.
No. See, I don't. Like I said, I don't go live on my own TikTok enough to learn it.
Let me see if I can bring him back. Let me see.
If you do it from a shared.
Let's see if he can come back.
I should have brought some of my old
Okay.
artwork in here.
They must not like that I keep putting in the comments that I'm going to do a class action lawsuit on them.
Probably. Well, it is letting me bring you back, so we'll see how it goes here.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. It wouldn't give me a choice. I only had one button to click, and that was remove.
That's fine.
But-
I'd rather get removed than the podcast get removed.
Right. Exactly.
I got two others I can jump in on.
Well, if it happens again, that might be what we have to have you do. But what you doing down there, Bubba?
Bubba!
Bubba.
Doing a little painting.
He said, I'm doing some painting.
You still working
Here,
on that?
we'll give JM a break here.
that
You're
double
good.
paint?
You're good.
This is what I did today.
There we go.
Ooh, I like
Not
those.
this one. This is a repaint. This is an actual Fritz 5 that I'm sanding down.
That's some good looking orange.
I like that
That's not
reality right
orange.
there.
That is orange, isn't it?
It's not orange.
Oh, yeah.
Who
it is.
said that? Critters?
Nice rust.
Well, Critter's got an orange bait in the background.
Does he? Hang
I
on.
mean,
Yep.
it matches Uncle Corey's.
Oh, it does
Got a
not.
true orange.
That is
I mean, they can be
rust.
twin baits.
It's rust.
And what is rust? The shade of orange.
It's red. It's a shade of red.
Red mixed with orange.
You're not helping, JM.
I don't think he's trying to.
I tried to hold. I held it back during the podcast when you're saying something about it.
My challenge was no orange like what you see right there.
Yeah.
I have not
Oxidized
done
iron.
orange.
Yeah, that's her goldfish, the snack that smiles back.
Why doesn't it have a smile?
Oh, it's there.
It's there. I got some of those stands from him this weekend. I'm excited to get those painted up.
Oh yeah, I got to see him in person. They're awesome. Yeah.
Yep. He has a couple if anybody's interested.
That's just what I keep on hand for me for auctions.
I want to see
Yeah.
the other one you're talking about, Critter.
The sediment.
Picked up a
Yes,
few.
yeah. I want to see what that looks like.
Do you have one?
When you
Yeah.
said something, it piqued my interest.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things at that show that piqued my interest, and a lot of things like I kind of learned from seeing, like, you know, me. This is going to be my first show this weekend I'm doing, so like
Yep.
seeing how you guys were set up, and like Chipper, and you know all the other makers that were out there all set up. You know, I kind of basing the way I'm going to set up off of how everyone else was.
Yes,
Exactly.
I know, Allie. I seen the big orange bait up there. These guys were full of jokes this weekend. Let me tell you, between them and Get Ugly and Chipper.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, we
So-
had a big prank war going around.
Just so you guys know, I do have a lineup for the podcast. Make sure you guys are tuning in. We are going to have Jigs on Wheels next. Next
He's
week
gonna
is
roll
Jigs
right on in
Wheels. Huh?
Jigs on Wheels going to roll right up in here.
He's going to roll right up.
Yeah.
Did he leave already?
Oh yeah.
No,
he
he's.
goes.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Can't forget
And
my
then,
date. Think
For
over the
those
mayo.
of you who don't know, now you do know, we're going to have Paul Tark on the week after that. Paul Tark
Nice.
is one of my favorite painters, along with a lot of others. I know I ask a difficult question in here. Who
Oh,
is one
yeah.
of your favorite painters? And it is tough to answer, but that's why I ask it, just to see what names get thrown out there. And then it took me forever, but I have done it. I have succeeded in booking Bubba's Custom Lures. Bubba's Custom Lures will be
Oh,
on
shit.
4/7.
Oh God.
And then we're going to move on to Sims, then Critters Customs.
That's gonna
then
be a shit show, y'all.
It's going to be a shit show. And then we're
Literally,
going
are you talking? I don't know. You know, you don't know what to expect from Bubba.
No. We're going to get Seacline up here. We're going to get Spider Monkey up here. And I know you guys have been wondering, and yes, I finally booked him. And we're going to have my hands full, and that's going to be Twisted Richie. After that, we're going to have Walleye Guy, then Outdoors with Tiny, and Calvary Custom Tackle.
Nice. That's an
So-
impressive lineup.
We've got, that's just some of the lineup. I don't go through them all, but that's some of the lineup right there.
Oh, I gotta start taking baits down and finish getting split rings and hooks on the rest of these. So far, I've got 150 done.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just bringing everything.
Twisted is going to be great. Yeah.
I don't know if everyone's like me. I mean, I just hang my baits up. I usually don't just split ring and hook them because I show them in lives, you know?
Yep.
So, trying to
I
get
don't do
used
it
to.
until they're sold.
Yeah. Usually, yeah. I split ring and hook mine after, but now with trying to do these shows, it's a little different. I know Holly's going through it right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
It's still clear out now.
For sure.
I still got to do, I want to say at least 50 more, and then I still want to tie more jigs to show.
I need to get some of your jigs. Those are fucking nice. Oh, sorry with that phone.
I just got a batch in. Uncle Corey bought 4 of them already. He took 4.
Yes, I did.
And then I still have a bunch left. So after the show, I'll be posting a lot more with what I have. And
I'll get with you after the show.
Hopefully have a website going pretty soon, too.
Because that's one of my goals for this summer is to get better with fishing a jig.
Let's see a jig.
Oh, we're seeing a jig? Hold on, let me see. Oh, do you want to see the ones you bought? Corey bought Sage, or you want to see what I have?
I think she's just saying in general, but the ones that I got from him are outside in tackle bags, and one is on the end of a pole. So,
yeah, Uncle Corey's already thrown that one.
Oh, he wasn't messing around.
Hey, I'll tell you what. As soon as I got the ice let go, I started getting out there. JM's was one of the first ones I took. And then Critters. Critters makes some chatterbaits, and I'm telling you right now, I'm pretty impressed with it. I know a lot of people talk up certain chatterbaits because as soon as they hit the water on the first crank, they are chattering away. And I'm telling you right now, the first one I threw from Critters, that's exactly what it does. So,
and that's my go-to bait right there is a chatterbait.
Oh, it's confidence for me, buddy.
Chatterbait.
Yep.
I love a chatterbait.
Sorry, you guys, getting zoomed into my face every couple seconds here.
You're good, man. It's your spotlight night.
Trying to pull these guys down.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
And then you get
and Holly said on that Gaston, you can descend with the spider monkey.
Twisted Richie's in the house.
It sounded good.
I could.
But she's not going.
Congratulations. That's awesome, bait.
See, the way my shipping is set up. No.
Never has this happened where husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, however you want to say it, has both won in the same night, same giveaway night. That was odd.
Oh, I told you tonight if since my wife was in the chat, if she won it, it was going to you, Uncle Corey.
Oh. We should have rigged it. Oh, yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, he goes, you got to get in there on this. And I'm like, well, that's the downfall of being the host of the podcast. You don't get in on the giveaways, but that's okay.
I don't know if I want to sell this one.
Hey, and going back to Tark, I got to meet him last year at the Columbus show. Dude, he's a cool ass dude. You guys will like him. He's a good dude.
Yeah. What'd you say, Bubba?
And Uncle Corey's got enough money to buy 100 of them.
I do not. Yeah, I'm eventually going to meet Paul Tark. He's actually from what could be considered my hometown back in Indiana. So,
yeah,
I just met him on here, but we probably passed each other 100 times.
Yeah, he's super good dude.
Bubba's got all the money. He does.
Yeah, Bubba just bought a bass boat.
He likes to act like he doesn't, but
37
money,
brand new molds.
38.
38, yep. That's why I said during the podcast, can't hide my money, Bubba. You know,
him and TRS are doubling down in the auctions. They're raking it in.
Yeah, you can't even compete when you see Bubba and TRS in there.
Listen, she hasn't painted. I think she's done 4 or 5 lures in a month.
Oh,
but you started painting, and you do plastics, and You know, the dice or balls are
up,
considered to
Hoghead?
be in the plastics, but those are selling good.
I got the dice and balls now.
I know.
Yeah, I can't wait to try them out.
They
They'll be out
work.
on your. They'll be sending out tomorrow.
They work.
It's going to be 70 Saturday and Sunday here. I'm going fishing.
I wish I was like that right here, right now. Bub, I drove past the Hudson River by me. It's wide open, buddy.
Oh my god! Well, what
Wide
she did, she
open,
just ruined the
diapers
lure.
floating.
Yep. I was in whatchamacallit, Bear Mountain today.
Yeah, well, that's the.
Appreciate all the gifts, guys. We're up to 100K. Holy
Look at this lure, yo.
Oh wow.
That's got
Nice.
some color shift without using color
Right.
shift.
Yep.
She totally ruined it. Like totally.
No.
Like what?
She ruined it.
No.
Why?
What's the other one you did? Was this the one with the blue?
What do you mean she ruined it?
Dude, that's still wet. You fucking ruined it. I'm done painting.
Beat him up. You won't punch him in the face?
Don't tell her
Sexy
that.
shad.
Mama said knock you out.
What?
And then that's the one I did today.
Nice.
What? That little fisherman guy?
That's Dougie. We need him, sea climb.
I can't believe you just said I ruined my bait and it looks pretty.
Wow.
Beat him up, TRS.
And I did this one.
Realis,
Camera up
nice.
first. We can go yet.
Cool.
Oh, it's the first time I'm going to have an empty lure rack.
What's up, Twisted? Come in here and not say anything.
Hey, everybody was talking. So I'll just wait.
Waiting your turn.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Richie?
What's up, buddy?
Oh,
Oh, man.
Yep. Make sure y'all check out the YT page. All the previous shows will be up there. I think I have to look into it. I might not have put up the last one. I will get it up there. And then JM's will be up there as well. So,
yeah. My kids didn't get to see it at their mother, so I'm pretty sure they're going to watch it on YouTube once it drops.
yep, it'll be up there.
I don't know. My stepdaughter came in the house. I didn't even know she came inside. You would have had to walk right past me unless you went through the side door of the house.
She may have because you were on
Yeah.
the
She may have.
podcast.
She's like, it's his moment to shine. Oh.
It was a great show, man. I greatly
It was.
appreciate you coming in and hanging out and answering all the questions. And
Oh, yeah. Love to do it again. We'll book it for next week.
yeah, I think there's a lot that we got to learn about you, and like most, I think there's a lot we still don't know. And as the time goes on with the podcast, we're definitely going to have people back in. So
I think the next
What up,
one we gotta
Crazy?
do like a Step Brothers thing where we kind of like co-do one, you know?
yeah,
Yeah, where you know how they co-interviewed? That'd be cool.
yep. I do.
This is a
think it should
Pam
be-
situation.
I've been playing with.
I think it should be that person, their favorite painter.
That'd be cool.
That would be.
I mean, it's not like you're going to get Randy Jackson's autograph.
That looks familiar there.
You see, I got it on
Crazy.
this sword right here. It's a pretty known
I
autograph.
started playing with some
Did
interference.
we just become best friends? Yep. Want to go out in the garage and do karate?
Yup.
What is that, Micah?
Yeah, it's a mica powder pearl.
It's an interference mica powder.
Gotcha.
It's an interference, and this is you can. I'm pretty sure you can see it in there.
It's hard to see because you're like freezing up there. Crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Good looking bait though.
You mix it. What are you mixing them with, bud?
I mix it with my UVLS. So what I done on this one is I put a base of opaque white, and I take UVLS and add my center to it, make it a little bit thinner. Then the mica powder will thicken it up. I take just the tip of my brush and just dip it in there and mix it.
Okay.
I got that, and then the green.
Nice.
And, shit,
I got one of those.
I got a
one
red
of theirs.
and a violet.
You got to catch them. Sometimes they're at the
gold and
sometimes they're at the lobby in the clearance area. That's where I find those ones at sometimes. Yeah.
And a painful price for this. And, for $6 for a little jar, that's a lot of damn painting right there.
You could do like a little scoop for it too. That's what's nice about that stuff.
Yep.
Now, if you're using BSI, couldn't you put that in the BSI and mix it in with the BSI, then put it clear it?
I've mixed micas into lure coat before, but I haven't mixed it into BSI because BSI I mix up on a plate more or less.
Be right back, guys.
I mix it with this right here and spray it on there as a clear. That way I don't mix into my paint, and the paint will overtake it. That way it's on top.
Yep.
Because it says to use a medium. I done some research. So I consider a medium, and just use a little bit of 4011 to reduce it, and then add just 2-3 extra drops because the mica was up. But we'll splatter back. I don't want to just playing around.
If you put that over top of your paint before you clear coat it too, it adds like a cool effect.
I'm thinking about maybe doing the green on the head. Just on this area right here. I don't know yet. I might do and then do the green, and then do a moss across the back.
There you go. That'd be cool.
I don't know. Just playing with some new stuff. And then
that's what you got to do. That's what it's about, though. Just messing around with new things and finding stuff.
I'm playing with the cone, learn stripes, things like that.
I like that copper color.
I would know.
That's nice.
I have another one here somewhere that turned out a lot better, but I don't know what's done with it. But I've been playing with new stuff. I've been tying these two.
Nice.
Little craft first streamer.
Nice.
Went trout fishing Saturday, caught 7. I broke off on 2017 and 19-inch rainbow. Probably a couple pounds, nothing big. But yeah, I was running a 4-pound. I have a 7-foot 3 weight. I was running down to a 4-pound main leader to a 1.5-pound tippet. So 1.5-pound line really ain't much.
Yeah, it's like hair thin.
So there's something I want to talk about why everybody's still kind of on here, and that's the fact that we did have to redo the giveaway. So the way I do it is I look up at that top right hand corner and there's 17 people. So the person who won had a complete blank. They didn't even have a number. So instead of going with the full number that's in here, I may have to start going in and scrolling down. Because if you don't like or interact in any sort of way, it doesn't give you a number.
What's up, Hoghead?
So I may have to start doing it that way so we don't have that problem every time.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know, if it comes back and he does interact and come back and say, hey, I heard I won, we will honor that.
Okay. Well, and I would take some of that responsibility as well, but yes. I haven't. I told who it was. I had it here. Paul G. Not Paul G. Gary. What was that? Gary P.
Gary S.
No. But yeah, we'll both assume responsibility for that. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think he was just a pass through. I did send him a follow though. Oh, but yeah, I may have to start doing it that way. There you go.
Well, it's a nice way to do it too, because then you're having people interact. You throw a smiley face in a comment, say hi, something.
Anything, yeah.
But you get more interactions on TikTok.
Even if you just like it, you don't even have to say anything. Just click the like button one time.
Yep.
See what that dryer vent does to the baits? Or the dryer sheet?
Sheet?
Yeah. You ever use a dryer sheet for a pattern?
No, you've told me. I actually have some setting right here now.
Yeah. Look at that.
Gives it that texture.
Yeah.
That's a cool effect.
You would agree with that, North? Yeah. What's up, Hoghead?
Now, see, and I always thought I wanted to try it. Now, I don't know if it would work on lures, but I know, like back when I was racing and guys, when we get our helmets custom painted and stuff, there was painters, they would take and like lay the paint down and then put saran wrap on top of the paint and then pull it off.
Now,
to give it kind of a marbling effect.
Yep. Now to do that, you got to do like wet on wet. Well, you got to have your base coat down. Then your next layer will be wet, and then you press your saran wrap over top.
Okay.
You could also do that now if you do your base coat. Do your base coat in white. Now take a plate next to you, paint your plate, and then dab like a shopping bag into it. And kind of blot it over top of it, you can get that same effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I actually, that was back in the day, we called it marbleizing. We marbleized a couple of cars back a couple of years ago.
Otter says the impressive thing to me is how you guys can go back and duplicate the same pattern over and over.
That's a hard part, too.
It is the hard part.
I got a book I write everything down in now.
Lots of us do.
Yep. Like my go-to patterns get written down. Like my golden gill that I've been doing, that got written down in a book.
Yep.
And I think that's why I do more just like kind of custom. I really don't have any like signature patterns or anything that I do.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not at that level yet. I'm still learning everything.
Yeah. North says that's why I stick with making jigs. Buddy, I couldn't make a jig to save my life.
I've seen the lures you paint. The lures you paint are good.
This is true. We have seen some that he painted.
Yep.
Holly does
at the end of the day,
way more painting, of
enjoy it,
course.
have fun. That's all that matters.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Hey, if Rob, you're still in here, Zach messaged me. He was looking for you. He said the fan club got started up. I seen his name just come up in the bottom that he joined, so I got to mess with him.
There you go. What a great night. What a great turnout. I think there were some great questions coming out of the chat, and we got some great answers out of you. I mean, I do ask some tough questions. Some they're hard to answer.
I hope I did pretty good. I was nervous.
Everybody's a little bit nervous. Even I'm nervous when I get started, but
I'm nervous when I just jump in a live sometimes. That's why I kind of sit to the outside every once in a while to see what's going on, What
made me nervous was going back into
you're muted, Holly, if you're trying to talk.
Calling out an auction for Bubba the other night. I hadn't done it in so long.
My buttons on my phone are just...
Now your camera's gone.
Okay.
There you go.
They're messing with her.
There we go.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So there's this one.
I know we can't get it unless we go there.
$20.
It'll be at Tulsa.
That's a far drive for me. All right. That's sweet. That's like a pink lemonade almost.
But it's green instead of
Not
yellow.
orange.
No comment.
No, it's actually it's red and green.
Oh, looks like pink.
It does. It look like one way you hold it, it's pink, and then when it turns the other way, it looks orange on.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
wow.
I like that. I can't go to Tulsa.
Look at that orange, Uncle Corey. You see that orange belly right there?
No.
Yeah, the orange on is fire.
You can't see it from
Oh,
Tulsa.
that's orange.
That's cool.
You can't go to Tulsa.
No. Not unless you're picking me up on the way.
Well, if you're going to do that, swing by and get me after you get Uncle Corey.
Yeah, come up north, grab me too, tour in New York.
Just get a whole tour bus going.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's what I was talking to Uncle Corey. How cool would it be, like, if we all could attend one expo all together and have like a TikTok makers row?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That'd be cool.
Basically,
Row.
talk to the event people and be like, hey, all these people are joining. I can guarantee you they're paying. We all want to be in the same like section all together.
That would be
You know?
amazing.
Yeah. Wouldn't be an orange bait left if Corey went to Tulsa.
This one's
Me
definitely not cleared. Let me show off some of mine. Why not?
That one's coming to my house.
Corey, you're in Sandusky, right?
Yep.
How far is Sandusky from you, JM?
About
Which way were you? I don't even know where Uncle Corey was.
I was
compared to
another hour and a half west of you.
more west. All right, so that would be like 7.5 hours from me. 7 hours.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was to Talmadge, where the show was 6 hours and 10 minutes.
So I'm trying to think of what the closest. The Columbus, the National Fishing
This
Expo,
would be
is
an
probably the
orange bait,
closest
though.
show for me,
Yeah,
besides what we have here in Indiana.
we don't have much here in New York unless I go into Jersey and they do like a big show in Edison. I was talking to my buddy at the tackle shop. He was saying I should do next year.
Where you at in New York, JM?
Huh? What did you say, Twisted?
Middletown.
Middletown? Okay.
Yeah, yep.
Upstate.
Yeah. They consider it upstate, but I'm literally only like 2 hours out of New York City.
Well, there's enough of us. Why don't we put on our own expo?
I thought the same thing. I thought that'd be cool. I was literally talking to my boss at my job because I know he would back it, and he has connections at the local fairground here by me that I could try to talk to see if we could do something. But I don't know about doing it in my area. There's probably better areas to do it, obviously.
We need to make it kind of central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I just thought
could
about for me
probably-
doing one up here because there's not much up here by it, right, Bubba? I don't see many fishing expos up here.
The closest one to me is in Philly.
I was trying to think where would be the most central spot for all of us.
I was in Philly like 3 years ago, Twisted. I had a great time down there.
It's hard to get a central spot. I mean, we're all
Yeah.
over the U.S.
I mean, you're all in Ohio.
Hey, I'm in Indiana.
There we go. Yeah,
Close enough.
we do it there in Cali.
And Sims is in Illinois. And so is Bass Junkie.
If you do Cali, you got to do straight up big glide.
Yep.
If we're doing Cali, we need to do Northern Cali.
I mean, you just got to pick the most central state to the U.S. that would be good to hold an expo, even, you know?
Oh yeah. Yep.
No matter how you look at it, some are going to have a longer drive. You've got you guys up in New York. You're clear up in the corner of the U.S., you know?
Hold on, I hit a button.
Yeah. So you're saying we're in bumfuck Egypt?
Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's how BFE Bates got his name.
Oh, John.
We just made a new
Good
spell
dude.
for him called BFE.
Did you?
Yep.
I'm going to BFE, Kentucky tomorrow.
I used to live in BFE.
Yeah, there's parts of northern Indiana that's BFE.
Yep. Ligonier, Indiana. That's pretty BFE.
That's pretty BFE.
Holly's still in here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
The
I
only
used to
thing I
live up
want to
in
do before I
Peru.
send that Gaston out is put another coat of BSI on it. I always 2-coat the Gastons.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I don't want to send it to you with one coat. That was
Kansas.
painted Sunday. Was it Sunday night? Sunday night when I got home from Ohio, I painted that for the giveaway.
Okay.
I think we could come up just a touch higher in the U.S. from Kansas, though.
Do you mind if we say about the tournament?
Yeah, but one thing
Oh,
about
no, you're
Kansas
good.
is, do they have expos there? You know, like just because it's the most centrally located, you want to look at population, who can come to
right.
it.
Yep.
I actually got an invite to one, and I looked at the expected turnout, and it was only like 5,000 people. So that's not good.
Yeah, only Dorothy's there.
Yeah, right. So,
he
real
said
quick,
Legionnaire.
while a bunch of bait makers are in here and a bunch of
He's actually from
fishermen,
Minnesota.
Bubba wants to talk about something with everybody.
So we're gonna do a fishing tournament. There you go. And it's $25 buy-in. You have up to April 1st to say you're gonna be in, and it's gonna be a 2-week tournament, and there's gonna be probably teams of, well, it depends on how many people join. But right now, you know, after April 1st, we'll all get into it. Whoever's in it will get into a
Group chat.
Chat, and we'll talk about different things and whatnot. So if people are interested, and you're welcome. It's $25 buy-in,
and the teams are gonna be random, if I remember right, Bubba.
Yep.
That's the way it's gonna. We're gonna do like a wheel, and we'll know more once we know who's in it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I have a
Is
few
it
people.
going to be limited to bank fishing or bank and boat or what?
Both. It has to be. There is no private or paid. It's got to be public access.
Public. Yep. And he's still trying to decide if he's going to use the app or how we're going to weigh in exactly.
Well, that's one of the things we'll talk about as in that group of the people who are signed up. And everybody will have to be paid. Everybody will have to be paid up before teams are made.
So everybody was just talking about getting together and painting and doing this and that. We can't always do that, but this right here, in my opinion, is a good way to come together and all be part of it. So
come together.
I'm gonna be in.
I have another tournament up my sleeve that
say hi to everybody.
Later in the year, it is going to be. We'll do like a $15 buy-in or something.
Your amazing T-shirt.
And I know JM's going to be all over this.
What happened? Look, Uncle Corey, she's wearing a Lorna Shore shirt.
I'm gonna do a tournament with kids poles only.
Oh yeah, yep.
You can't modify the pole. You can't change the string. You buy the pole, and that's what you get.
Okay,
that'd be fun.
All right.
Can I use this?
Yeah, it's a kid's pool, right?
No, I mean it isn't.
Oh, I can use my granddaughter's My Little Pony pool.
Yeah.
It doesn't even reel that great, but it's cool.
Right. I think it would be cool, a little, cool event for the TikTok, you know what I mean? And I said it would be cool if everybody would go live and show us fishing with the little pole.
What do you think?
Yep. All right.
I think I had the cool air blown out.
I think that'd be
I
cool.
think
That's
so.
the next thing up my sleeve.
You turn it up. My cheeks was sweating.
So I mean,
All right, so going
all
back
I
to
ask,
Lorna
if you
Shore.
want into this tournament that we're doing first, the 25 one, just send me a message saying in. Then
You're
I
in.
know.
Okay.
And then I write you down in the book. Right now, I think there is. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, send Bubba the word urine.
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 Pretty close to that. So
Uranus.
right now, we have 15 members in. 15. So
Hey, say licking here.
I think it'll be cool.
Are you gonna run like 4-man team?
Depending on how many people, I think that's what's gonna determine the team layout.
Yep.
Correct.
Gonna have to, you know.
And I think it
But
should be,
see,
but again,
we're already an unfair advantage. Barrett lives in Texas where all the big bass are at.
but
That's
Yep. That's where it's gonna switch though. That's where having the team randomly drawn, it's gonna go from you can have someone in Texas to people in New York to where, but the seasons are different too, like everyone was saying last night.
so.
Yeah.
Let's
I was just
stop
giving
with the
shit.
random. With the random, Bubba was talking about this earlier. It's going to be random, but it's going to be random of people from the south, random of people from the north, so it gets mixed up.
Well, also, you guys, I'm busy, so I don't get to go fish much, right?
I know. I was just giving you shit.
Barrett's busy laying on his pillow.
Dude,
He's going to come back in and be like, "I got to go fishing one time. Here's my 16-pounder."
Yeah. Here's my Texas share lunker.
so whoever's in, then we're gonna talk about it. I got me and 2 other guys. I'm gonna ask 1 other person to help out. So that's gonna be the final say of everything. But we want input from everybody. And then us 4 guys will get into a meeting, talk, and get the rules, and then everybody will get the rules sent to them.
Rig.
You know what I mean? And then that's what it goes. And honestly, 90% of the people already said it's not even about the money; it's about the bragging rights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what it's about.
I'm making T-shirts.
It's about I get to get out and go fishing.
Exactly.
That too.
And then I'll have the final, like nobody pays till we set the date of the tournament. And then once everybody's logged in that they're going, everybody pays before the teams are made.
Yep.
And the losing team has to jump into the pond.
Jump in the pond with a thong on. Yep, a speedo.
Nah, I'm out.
After that Speedo thing, I knew it was Bubba.
I'll go talk to her about it, and we might be able to sweeten the pot.
That'd be cool.
And we would really like all the Pretty Lure Pro staff would be great to get in.
I'll know them guys.
Sure you don't.
Oh, Northwater's most definitely way worse.
And just remember, guys, this is our first one ever doing, so next year will be bigger and better.
And let's face it,
we're gonna learn from it. If there's
first tournament, there's going to be hiccups, guys. It's really. I understand you might be throwing in a 25 spot, but it's all about the fun, the camaraderie, and it'll be as fair as it can be.
Then the bragging rights for a whole damn year too.
Right, and it's a 2-week tournament, so you got plenty of time to go out. Because somebody said to me, they're like, "Well, what if you?" So it was brought up at one point was, can one member catch all 5 fish? And I was like, at first I'm like, well, I guess it don't matter, but then I'm like, nah, that can't happen.
No.
Every member has to put a fish in. And then somebody said, well, what if they don't catch a fish? I said, if you can't catch a fish in 2 weeks, stop
Right.
fishing.
Yeah, stop fishing.
Right. Honestly. You know what I mean?
Damn.
What if I saved all my weights from last year in my Bubba scale?
Nope. And that's another thing.
If they can't catch the fish in 2 weeks, then they need to come get some bubble balls so they can catch them.
So, and that's the thing why we want to use kind of the app.
I would do Fish Donkey because it is a great app to use for that.
Right, and it takes the picture, the date, the time, everything,
and your
on
GPS.
Your yes.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have service.
Yep. It automatically gets stored in what they call like their photo vault.
I never heard of it.
I can still use my cheap ass Cascade scale.
We ruled Rapalas or Bubba scales. That's it. I'm just messing with you. We really didn't say that.
Well, and that's the thing. But see now, like, everybody has that same concern about. Okay, like JM said, well, what if somebody uses the weight of a fish last year? So this is where the app comes in handy.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a reason they use this app. So
for big tournaments too. Big tournaments.
It's sad that somebody probably would do that. You know what I mean? But we do live in that kind of world anymore.
Yep. I would like to hope all of us are honest enough with each other.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But you got the bass people, the major leagues doing stupid shit.
Yeah, you see these guys putting
lead weight in their bellies.
So, I think it's a cool idea, and like I said, I will definitely let everybody know after April. It'll be April. I don't know when April 1st falls on, so I can't tell you it's going to be the 2nd or the 3rd, but it will be within a few days of April 1st that whoever joins in will get together and have a talk, and then me and the 3 other members that I'm going to ask to help out with this will be having a meeting, and we'll set the the guidelines, the rules, and I'll send them out to everybody, and we'll set a date, and we'll go.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna try to make a special app, CA, just for that.
They just make one person the secretary or the treasurer. There you go. That's it. Treasurer.
You know what I mean? And then how it goes, I think it'll be fun, cool. And honestly, TRS just said before.
Enchiladas with rice?
TRS just said before, I'm going to kick Uncle Corey's ass, so.
Why?
There's already trash talking going on.
Kick my ass.
Yeah.
I'm going to come flatten Bubba's tires on his trailer.
I got other tires and trailers, buddy.
I know you do.
They ain't stopping me now.
Yeah, Bubba's going down.
Yep.
Bubba
I'm going
and
to make sure it snows up in Kingston.
Team or no team, I'll be taking Bub down this year.
I didn't say anything about kicking anybody's butt but Bass Cats.
Oh.
TRS was talking crap to you.
Oh, no, I seen TRS outfish Bubba, so.
What's that?
I said I seen TRS outfish Bubba, so.
You bullshit.
Hey!
We were talking about it today, and I said, what's going to be fucking great? She said, what's that? I said, me and you're on the same boat, and I hope we're not on the same team, because I'm going to cast my pole right where you did, catch that fish.
I'm gonna come right to I'm gonna come right to the same lake as you, Bubba, and fish right next to you.
There you go. I mean, they're there.
Oh yeah, no, they're there.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go up to Erie and stand right next to Uncle Corey.
I hope you can walk on water.
I'm gonna hit the St. Lawrence River and go after some big old 7-pound smallies.
Well, that's what I said. To round out Creek.
Yep.
and stuff like that. They got some big smallmouth in there.
There's some big ones up in Mongop Reservoir. The one I asked you to come to last year and the boat ramp wasn't ready. Remember?
Yep.
It's
Yep.
ready. It's done.
Can I put the big boat in there?
I gotta look into that. I know you could put the rowboats in there, yes. I gotta see with the big boat.
Yeah. I'll have to put my motor down.
If you go in with your motor trimmed up, you're fine.
Right.
You know?
I guarantee you I'll be hitting Lake Erie, but I'm going right over to the 6-pound reservoir.
That's all right. I'm gonna go up there to your old stomping grounds and get a hold of Tart and go where that spot where there's some monsters in there.
I know where those are at.
Well, like
hey,
I
Sage
said,
can get in on this too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Anybody.
My wife can, my son can, anybody can. You want to get in on a fishing tournament, babe? You probably catch a lot wearing that Lorna Shore shirt.
Oh, so going back to Lorna Shore.
Yep.
Was it 2 years ago? I seen them, Mastodon, and Gojira was the headliner.
Oh, you mean the band I'm going to see this year at Incarceration?
Oh, you're going to see Lorna Shore?
Well, they'll be there along with 56 other bands, but yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll walk you into. You guys can see. I got their whole. I'll show you my little Lorna Shore area. Turn on my light here.
Oh, that's right. You got to meet him over in the porta potty, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Yep. So that's their tour poster from 24, all signed by them all. And that's their Christmas show. The one I finally grabbed is their Christmas show one. That one's held like local to me, like an hour and a half. That's actually where Will's from.
Dang.
That was pretty cool. But that's my pride and joy. My son actually sat on that one and broke the frame first. Broke the glass in it. Oh wait, hold on. Can you even see it? There you go.
Lorna Shore Christmas.
And that's
music.
Yep. There's the autograph one right there, Uncle Corey.
You should have heard Barrett, his first comment. You would pick his music.
Yes.
I didn't even have to ask JM what kind of music to put up there. I'm like, Lorna Shore, let's pick one.
Like I came home tonight and she opens the door up. You know, every time I come home, I pull in the driveway. She opens his door up for the little man. And he's at the door banging on the door. The first thing I notice is her wearing my Lorna Shore shirt. I'm like, oh, man. It's a good night.
Podcast end.
Yep. Sorry, guys. I got to cut this short. I'll be back in 15 seconds.
Oh.
Like my shit's not that heavy. We're more like down, Black Label Society, COC type shit.
Sorry, I was just laughing. My stepdaughter just came in with a hair bonnet on and everything almost jumped right in front of the camera.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, wash out there, Bree.
I listen to it all, though. All the way down.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's days where I'm trucking, I got Stevie Ray Vaughan just blasting.
Yes, sir.
I listen to everything.
Yep.
I do too. But there's also days I might have NWA blasting. So
oh, exactly. Yep. I like if it's rap, it's old school rap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you now, that's why I keep going to Incarceration, because they mix it up all the time. Like, you know, Lorna Shore is going to be there, but Tech Nine's also going to be there.
Yeah.
And, you know, all these different bands from different genres, and it's not all heavy.
Yeah, I think I may want to come down there.
You know, they have what's that Louder Than Life in Louisville every year. That's the
they do
3-day festival, and I'm like, I can't do 3 days, dude. There's no way.
Oh, it's tiring, but it's fun.
You want to go to the Incarceration Festival?
No.
Yeah, you're going.
You can go to Uncle Corey.
You're wearing the t-shirt, so that means you love them.
I have the
Don't blame it on cleaning, okay? Act like you don't have your own t-shirts.
I drive back and forth because their hotel rooms are out of this world.
Yeah.
Like
every time
we
play,
buy the 3-day package, and it's $600 for 2 people for 3 days. And that doesn't include, you want the hotel with it, it's like $3,000.
Well, especially when the hotels know there's something like that in their area, their prices get jacked up.
So the one year we looked for hotels, the cheapest one was an hour away. Guess how far away we live? 1 hour. So I drive back and forth every day.
The concerts I've seen them at, like I've seen them in New York City, so it's like a 2-hour drive, little maybe 2.5 hours. Then I seen them down in Sayreville, New Jersey, which is an hour and a half. It's actually where I used to drag race down at.
Yeah.
Yeah, English Town.
I know. Yep, Englishtown, New Jersey.
Yep. They played at the Roseland Ballroom down there in Sayreville. It's a couple minutes before Englishtown, but
that's a hell of a drag strip right there.
Oh yeah, it's not even a drag strip no more though.
Really?
Yeah, they stopped the quarter mile a couple years ago and moved into their track now is actually the first purpose-built drift track, like a drift stadium, more or less. So what they did was they took the first 8th mile and walled it off, and they made it like a big figure-8 drift track. And now behind the back wall, they have another 8th mile where they're doing grudge racing now, which is pretty cool.
You're finally painting
Yeah,
after
but
working
still,
6
man,
days.
Englishtown's got so much history to it.
Yeah, I've been going to
That
Englishtown
track's
since
been
I was
there
like
forever.
16 years old, you know?
Well,
I used to go there.
It's been there
I used to
forever.
go
It's got a lot of history and nostalgia.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate the follow, Marcelo.
Where did I used to go to Atco? I used to go drag race, and then over at the heck was that other one in Jersey that we used to go to? It's like in the middle of the woods somewhere. Forgot the Island Dragway, and that just reopened. Spider Monkey, you gotta send me the link for your band.
We don't really have a link yet, but I will send you the snippet of the song we're working on. It's like I said, we got everything recorded, and now he's got to go in and lay the vocals, and then we got to do the final mix down and mastering and all that, and then we got a couple more that are ready to go and be recorded. So here within the next couple months, we should have 3 done and ready.
Nice. You want to listen to cool like local band? Check out Glass Crown.
Okay.
They're maybe like 20 minutes from me. I actually met the drummer. He was a Mercedes-Benz technician. We were talking about music one day, and he's like, "Oh, I'm in a band." I'm like, "Oh, what do you play?" He's like, "I play the drums," and you wouldn't expect it out of him, like looking at him. And he's like, "Yeah, I play like in a death metal band called Glass Crown," and I'm like, "Oh shit, I've heard of you guys."
Well, see, that's like my two. Go ahead.
They just dropped some new songs recently, and they haven't done anything in like 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
So they're pretty good too, and they're pretty heavy.
And that's like, the 2 buddies of mine that I jam with, they were in a death metal band for years. And then their bass player just, got married and life got involved and all that. We're all getting older. So they really don't want to play out in clubs and bars and shit anymore, but they still want to make music. So
yeah.
My buddy's got a 32-track recorder set up in there, and then he's got electronic drums. And I have an amp modeler pedal that I run into the board, and the guitar player does too. So we all sit in headphones with in an apartment, so nobody can really hear us. We can hear us just fine, but
that's
how we've been doing our recording. And now once it gets warm out, we'll go over to my buddy's garage and actually break out real amps and shit.
Yeah, my buddy, this guy down the street, me and my wife were walking with the little man last year, and he was definitely intoxicated out in the road talking to us, but he's in a band and they play down there every once in a while. I've heard them. They sound pretty good.
What's up, buddy?
Tark, what's happening, my man?
We were just talking about the fishing tournament you're going to be in.
Yeah.
Oh, did that package show?
Speaking of bands, Tart's nephew's band, hey, they're jamming. I don't remember the name of them.
Uncle Corey, you're right. I don't like those split rings I bought. The pliers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used them for a little bit the past couple nights, and I'm like, I don't enjoy these like I thought I was going to.
They don't jump in there like they're supposed to.
Yep, I'm gonna order the Texas ones from Pretty.
Yep.
Dave, are those in stock or those fake inventory?
They're in stock.
All right, not fake inventory, but how the website's messing up. That's
Praise
what
the
I meant.
Fallen. Yes, that's it.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're good.
So mad about GoDaddy. I can't even.
Praise the Fallen. I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh, look at the little puppy.
Oh,
Look at that
My little dude, Jagger.
I want him, babe. I want him.
All 3.5 pounds of him.
Feisty.
he's a little furry
Oh.
T-Rex right now.
I'm lucky that
Boy.
the tax money didn't hit when we were down in Ohio. My wife would have been coming home with one of those little freaking French bulldogs.
Gosh. I know. I was telling my wife about them. She's like, dogs?
He's a Chiweenie.
The big mean guy that was home like he was a biker. The big mean guy.
Joe, I use the medium, but I think if you're going to do anything small, get the small. That way you can do all of them.
Well, like the smallest I do are like the little 1.0s and stuff, you know, or maybe like these tiny little trout killer jerk baits.
I almost purchased the medium the other day when I made an order because the smalls are nice, but they are small. They do work for the number 3s pretty good, but I think the larger ones would spread out that split ring just a little bit more.
Yeah, you got to figure I do some of the bigger glide baits and stuff. So
yep.
You want a cookie? Hey,
get
you want a cookie?
I could get both, yeah.
But there's not. I do everything with the medium.
I do have my wife's giveaway code, so you know, so we're good to go.
Yeah, I would. Open them up. The medium would work.
Guys, do you see how cute I am?
Huh? She said, I never said you could have my discount code.
That's what I was going to say. You may want a Barrett bait.
Oh, that's why I told her to get a bait from you. I said, get one from Barrett. You'll get it by Christmas.
Maybe.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm still probably going to order the medium ones as well.
Yeah, I was looking at them yesterday when I was looking to see what skirt materials are still left. But
there's only 3 or 4 in there. So if you want more stuff.
They do jump right in that split ring like they're supposed to.
I like them.
And like the ones I got from the weekend aren't horrible, but they're not as good as I thought they were gonna be. You know?
I found myself with that style that you got.
Yeah.
You almost have to, once you pick it up and you go to break open the split ring, you almost have to move the split ring back and forth a little bit for the tooth to get down in there.
Yeah, yep. Because I use like these normal ones I think I got these when I first started from maybe like Do It Molds when I was doing the spinners.
Oh, yeah, those suck.
Yeah. Well, I said, so this is a little different. Yeah, you know, it does feel nicer in the hand, but I'm faster using these ones.
Yeah.
I've used a lot of different types, and these by far are the go-to for me.
Yeah, I've been eyeing them up on the site. I just didn't pop on them yet because I was so used to using these.
This is the size of his small. You know what I mean? They are small.
Yeah, yep.
But that tooth gets right in there like it's supposed to. It's just, if you went with the medium, it would spread that split ring a little more and probably work better on some of the, what do you use? What sizes?
Everything. I mean, from my inlines, I use like a number, I think these are number 2s, like super tiny. So they're only like 3/16 of an inch. And I use like the number 3s or number 4s from Pretty Lures.
Yeah. So the medium would work great.
Yeah, see, I just take them out of the bag they send me and put them in my other bags, my other clear boxes.
Yep.
Paul, are
But
you still in here?
these are like number 2s or whatever from
Praise the
Amazon.
fallen.
Praise that's Paul's nephew's band.
Oh.
Yep.
Got it.
Spider Monkey, I think, asked them before. Yeah.
Yes.
I actually want to write that
They're
down. I'm
good.
check them out.
They're really good.
What kind of music though?
It's not like death metal or anything.
Yeah, I don't listen to strictly. I can go back and forth from, like I said, everything.
I would kind of say it's kind of groove metal.
Okay. On the way home, besides talking to Uncle Corey, I was blasting Ice Nine Kills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you listened to Guilt Trip or Malevolence?
I don't think I've ever heard of them. They may have came across like my Spotify playlist before, and half the time I don't pay attention to what's on it.
They're UK hardcore bands, and they're good. Both of them
Oh,
are really
wow.
good.
Huh.
I've had both of them on steady repeat.
Oh, man. The only ones on repeat on mine are like Lorna Shore, Currents, whatchamacallit, what the hell's the other one? Architects.
Architects, yeah, they're
Slaughter to Prevail, Whitechapel.
Yeah,
Fear
mine's
of
been
Igor.
Filth and Slaughter to Prevail.
Yep. I've been listening to like Kubla Khan TX too.
I love Kubla Khan.
They remind me of like an old school kind of like Hatebreed.
Yes,
The way
and I'm
they
a
are.
big Hatebreed fan.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Yep.
going to be at Incarceration this year, too.
Yep. Hatebreed played the last show at our local venue that closed down a couple years ago.
I liked when
Hatebreed's good.
Jasta and Kurt from Crowbar hooked up and had that band Kingdom of Sorrow.
Yep.
It only lasted for a hot minute, though.
I didn't know too many people knew about that band.
Oh yeah. Oh, like I said, I've been big on Hatebreed since their first shit.
Yep. Ow, that's in my finger. Get it out of there. Someone's getting a little skin on this lure.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, it has been a great night. It is about that time for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Uncle Corey, and thank you.
I'm gonna send you something. Check it out.
Thank you for everyone tuning in tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'm sure somebody else will start up live. You guys can go join up over there and continue the conversation, but I am going to get out of here for the night. As
Yes,
always,
Lamb of God's badass.
we'll do this again next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we're going to have Jigs on Wheels on here. So we're going to be talking about a lot about jigs and his spinners and things like that he does. So make sure you guys tune in.
Yes, sir.
Later,
Thank you, Uncle
y'all.
Corey.
Who
All
wants
right.
to
Thanks, everybody. We'll catch you soon.
All right. Later.